Mama, let Gali Drolo. Let Gali Drolo.
ajo, ebata kali no di wakusia. Owe ajo, ebata kali. Owe ajo, ebata kali no di wakusia. 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 Kokoli koko, o tọfọ o fún, yẹ o yẹ gbọmọ fún, àmàmẹ lè wá fún ọ, ẹ yà ta jìnnà tẹ. Kàlẹ́ tọ́ mi jàdú wà bàbọ̀, abadó gbòòrò. Kàlẹ́ tọ́ mi jàdú wà bàbọ̀, abadó nìyí mẹ. Kàlẹ́ tọ́ mi jàdú wà bàbọ̀, abadó gbòòrò. Kàlẹ́ tọ́ mi jàdú wà bàbọ̀, abadó nìyí mẹ. Kàlẹ́ tọ́ mi jàdú. Koko ligogo, o tọfọ wo fún, ya o nyẹ gbọmẹ fún, àmọ ẹmẹlẹ wà fún ọ, na tẹ. Kàlẹ́ tọ́ mi yàdúrà pàgọ́, àmàdo nìyí mẹ. Kàlẹ́ tọ́ mi yàdúrà pàgọ́, àmàdo gbọ̀ tó bẹ. Kàlẹ́ tọ́ mi yàdúrà pàgọ́, àmàdo nìyí mẹ. Kàlẹ́ tọ́ mi yàdúrà pàgọ́. Ẹ̀mí náà kó ẹ̀rọ fún dáló. Omi náà, omi tọ̀, àfi. Omi ẹ̀rọ fún dá. Omi náà, omi tọ̀, àfi. Pẹ̀lẹ́bù àtàlẹ́bù pẹ̀lẹ́bù àtàlẹ́bù pẹ̀lẹ́bù àtàlẹ́bù àgbàgbẹ́gà pẹ̀lẹ́bù àtàlẹ́bù pẹ̀lẹ́bù àtàlẹ́bù. Mekade o male lọsilo yo. Mekade o male lo. Mekade o male lọsilo. Mekade o male lo. Adela mekade o male lọsilo yo. Mekade o male lo. Mekade o male lo. Mekade o male lo. Adela mekade o male lọsilo yo. Mekade o male lo.
Mama, let Gali Drolo. Let Gali Drolo.
We can't hear you. So that's about 35 minutes ago. But Agbeko, if you can still, if you can still not hear us, let us know. But is what? If it check Facebook. It's okay. Great. Okay, so let's go on. So I thank you, Agbeko. I think the sound has been corrected, but if you are still not able to hear us, please just let me know and we will fix it. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. And then we have okay, we have Mira Duke Eli. Miawele doji sogbolisa na do wunsemi ape gbogbo re Mira Duke Eli ape ma wona do unso ha sogbolisa ne do unso ma un kitikata ne do unsemi ape gbogbo re ma wese ne tuchi na milo. And then we have Charles Graham. He said, welcome, Tata. May the ancestors continue to bless and protect you. Charles Akpelo, thank you very much for this, and you are welcome. Thank you all. We have Jifa Ekulu. Say good morning, Papa. Hello, Jifa. Good morning. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. We are here in Big Millie's backyard in Kokrobite area. Thank you very much. And then Koku Agbeko again saying greetings AMT. Greetings to you, Koku. We are very grateful. And then we have Akuvi Atiso. We watch anything so far, oh, Papa. Okay, thank you, Akuvi. We are very grateful. Thank you. We are just starting, so you are not. We can't. Sorry, we cannot watch. We are now on, so you will say. I say, Akuvi Atiso. He says, Seiram, I can see you. Okay, in the drone. Okay. Thank you, Akuvi. We are very grateful. My YouTube is not working. Yes, we are having a little bit challenges with Google, but it's coming on and coming off. And then Sila Ameji 2 minutes ago, he says check the sound. So there is something still with the sound. So Sila, how are you? How is your baby? Hope everything is fine. We'll be coming home soon to see you people. Thank you very much. Then on YouTube, we have Timi Nyambe say hi, greetings, Papa, and the AMT family watching you live from Zambia. Timmy, thank you very much, Timmy. Thank you very much. We are not in our normal base, but where we are is a beach resort. When you come to Ghana, I will bring you here. You come and have enjoy yourself. Thank you very much, Timmy. There we have Tommy Jigbeza, who is saying greetings and good day, Papa Bokor Anuledo, Bokor Jigbeza, Tommy Jigbeza. I pray you and the rest of the family are well. Yes, we are getting better. We came here and the environment, the sea breeze is relaxing us, and that's why we are transmitting from here this afternoon. Yes, let's go on to TikTok. Is there something? And maybe where she is or hello, okay, the Facebook. Yes, everywhere. Okay, so Sila, you should check your this thing again. Maybe your connection is having problem because everybody is saying the sound is good, but I don't know. I can't hear it myself. So yeah, and then also the clubhouse is coming, poor connection, good connection is on and off, so I cannot tell. Okay, so you have to plug that in before it goes off. And then we have a local billionaire. Say, I'm Samuel. Hello, Samuel. Ishmael Agbo. Be on that thing and let me read the name. Ishmael what? Ishmael Agbo Kosi. Okay, say the prayer section was powerful. Thank you very much, Ishmael. We are very thankful. Then again, I said, looking forward to learn something new today. Hello, Ishmael. Thank you. Yeah, we are here. So you prompt me with the question, and then I will be here to be able to answer. Then we have Nero. He said, Kwasi Papa. Hello, Kwasi. How are you? Thank you very much. Then we have Fo Walasi. Greetings, Togbe, watching you from the UK. I tap into your powerful prayers. I'm very grateful. Thank you very much, Fo Walasi in the UK. I'm very grateful. We have Hajia Feduasi. Say, greetings, Papa. Hello, Hajia. How are you? Thank you very much for joining. And then Nero is Kwasi, your son. Okay, thank you very much, Kwasi. Kwasi, thank you very much for joining. Is that all for now? Okay. So I saw somebody connecting on Zoom. Nobody came. Okay, that's okay. So far, we are here at the Big Millie's backyard, and this is where we are transmitting from this afternoon. We'll be here for a while before going back to Accra. And then we have Ike saying, I'm new. Can I know what we do here? Here we are talking about African traditional spirituality, and especially the voodoo of the Ebe people of the Volta region of Ghana. That's what we are talking about on this platform. So you can stay if you want to learn more about your own tradition. We are here. And Ike is saying, wow, thank you very much, Ike, on TikTok. Good, Ike. Thank you. So prompt me with questions that give you confusion about our tradition, what you think is you don't understand, and then I'll try, and me and my people will try to explain to you, maybe to make some sense, and you will begin to love your own culture. Thank you. The place is very humid. Nkadimile. Na power. Me nu ye komia nu ye ko lamina actual. Extension lo bofu me. Ah, okay. No, Maoli has an extension. Akpelo. Ekpo enu ye la. We have Bella saying, greetings, Papa. I have one question. What are some practical ways to protect yourself from evil eye and envy from the afar understanding? The practical way of protecting yourself from an evil eye is to do a reading and find out from the afar or the psychic world, the psychic plane. You find out what is happening and how we are all different, and each and every individual afar will tell you how you can protect yourself, because there are certain things you are not supposed to eat, but you don't know, and that also can increase the ability of evil eye attacking you. So if you check from a reading, or you do a reading and they give you the guidelines, once you follow those guidelines, there's a high possibility that you can prevent a lot of evil things or evil eye having effect on you. But then without doing a reading or checking about yourself, you don't know exactly what is happening in your life, what is happening behind the scene. You will never know, so you won't be able to know how to protect yourself. So, Bella, I think that's what you should do. If you really want to know, you must first ask the spirit world to know what is going on in your life, and then you can now be able to solve your problem. Say I'm definitely you might bad no fear no prepare. Actually, anyway, how do you know you? Okay, we have a Ike. Ike is, it seems African spirituality is slowing down. What can we do to supersede foreign cultures? I think now African spirituality is rather coming on the rise. It's not slowing down. Of course, there are people who still have not yet heard or are aware, but that doesn't mean that it is coming down. African traditional spirituality is now on the rise. That's why even some pastors are beginning to tend towards African traditional spirituality by telling people that, after all, our culture is not evil. And they may not be talking directly to say go back to African traditional spirituality, but they are beginning to defend certain things, and even they begin to practice certain African traditional things in their churches. And Ishmael Agbo Kosi said, Togbe, please, can you say something small about the bishop who called Nobokpo as a demonic shrine? Ishmael Agbo, me, I don't talk about these kind of things because it will mean as if I am confronting them. One thing is Nogokpo is a very known Ewe shrine, Ewe traditional spiritual shrine. It has been there from 18 whatever, or when they put the structures, it's from 18 something, whether 1830, 1870. But unfortunately, I personally have never been to Nogopo Shrine before. So I cannot be here and say that I'm talking about Nogopo Shrine since I had not been there. But I have had people who had been there, and there had been so many wonderful things about Nogopo Shrine. If someone who is saying that Nogopo Shrine is the icon of evil in the Volta region, then the person has never been to Nogopo Shrine. Probably. Yeah, but you see, the unfortunate thing is that we are not Israelis. We are not from Israel. It's only a person who is a black person who is not well thinking will be thinking that Abraham, that is in the Bible, is his grandfather. What relationship do you have with Abraham in the Bible? Look at his nose and look at yours and see whether he resembles you. He does not resemble you in any thing. And everybody in the Bible, nobody resembles you in the Bible. Neither do they resemble you in the Quran. So if a bishop is saying that Nogopo represents evil of Volta region or whatever, that is his viewpoint. I think he has never really tested power yet. If he has tested power, he won't be saying so. But then who am I to say that he is wrong? That is up to him. At the end of the day, whatever makes you feel power, makes you feel happy, is what you follow. I had been in Christianity, I'd been in Buddhism, I'd been in Hinduism, I had been in so many things, but I came back to African traditional spirituality before I see the truth and I follow the truth. Those who want to follow the truth can, and those who still want to be deceived and still be sleeping, that's their problem. So don't go arguing with people and so because you say like this, you are that. I'm not that. I'm doing a real spiritual thing. I am not person who is just talking for talking's sake. I practice what I say. So at the end of the day, whether the bishop is saying something about Nogopo or not, keep doing what you are. If you know what you are doing is truthful and you are not deceiving anybody, you are not taking advantage of anybody, let him say what he has to say. That is his own point. I cannot sit down on my platform and condemn anybody. That's not my work. Yes, Bokor, welcome. Yeah, you try. Then we have Brakojo said, well said, Togbi. Thank you too. Thank you. Well said. Then we have a full one. As he said, Togbi, please, I have a lot of personal questions. How can I contact you? Our telephone number is in our profile, or is on our profile. When you go over there, you will find our number on TikTok, on Facebook, and YouTube. You will find our number and you can easily contact with us. Thank you very much, Efo Walasi. Thank you. And then, of course, the technical team can type on the number on the screen so that you can pick that number, and then later you will join, you contact me. Thank you very much, Efo Walasi. in the UK. Then we have Ike saying, people tag me when I seem to love African spirituality than foreign cultures. Of course, the whole of Africa, we are hungry people. Let me be frank and sincere with you. And it is easier to continue going to a place where you will be eating, even if they are deceiving you. That's what is happening. Why do you think people go to church in Ghana? In your mind, do you think people go to church because they want to see God or they want to know the truth? No. People are going to church because they want to chop, finding their food. It's not that they want to see God. If they want to see God, they can pray to God in their rooms and come out. But people go to church because they want to find some food to eat. They are going there to pray to God so that God give them, or that's their thought, that when they go to pray at the church, they will get some opportunity and some door will open for them. That's why people go to church. Nobody's going to church and looking for God in Africa. And I don't think anywhere else, but I don't know. I don't think anywhere else in the world people are going to church and looking for God. If you are looking for God, go back into your heart. You will find him there. And then we have a Kwasi Otibo. Please, what are Abraxas? Okay, Abraxas is in the Kabbalah, the Jewish Hebrew Kabbalah. And Abraxas is a representation of the Christ consciousness. I'm not talking about Jesus of Nazareth, because that Christ consciousness had been there long before Jesus Christ was born yesterday. But the Christ consciousness is the Abraxas, is the one that gives you the enlightenment, the inner self, is the one that break break you into the psychic plane so that you can experience spirituality, because Abraxas is a universal energy and you can tap it in anything. So you can go into the Google or go into your dictionary and find what Abraxas is. It is there. They will explain it to you. Those who know how to work with Abraxas. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with any culture. It's a universal energy, and anyone who knows can tap into it. Let's move. And then we have Stella TZ say, true, Daddy, of what you are saying. Yes, of course, thank you very much, Stella in Tanzania. Thank you very much for that. And then we have at Saviola Togby, and please, I want to know how to pour libation. Okay, then you will have to go back to the video, the way I had just poured libation by calling my ancestors name by name, and I pour drink to them. That's how we pour libation. So you call your ancestors and then you call them by their names. There is nothing in the ancestral world called, nobody in the ancestral world called an ancestor. Everybody in the ancestral world were human beings at one time and they pass on, so they have a name. So you can't just go and pour drink and say, oh, my ancestors. There's no one with that name. Call the name of your ancestor and they will answer you. And then we have Kwasi Otibo saying, thank you, Togwi. Thank you too, Kwasi, for that question. And then at Saviola, thanks. I will check your videos. Sure, Saviola. Check our videos. They have been here for about 5-6 years. Videos are all there online. You can always access them and be able to learn something. Thank you. Okay, we have Bella saying, thank you, Papa. Thank you too, Bella, for the question. We are all learning from one another. And then we have Charlotte Panel say, hello, Papa and teacher and AMT family. That is very interesting. You equate happiness with power. Of course, if you are not happy, if you are not powerful, you cannot be happy. If you are not happy, you are not powerful. If you are powerful, you will be happy. Okay, we have Omar Kwesi. He said, please, I would like to know if there are differences between African spirits and the Western spirits. We always hear their names as angels and demons portrayed with wings. Thank you. Omar, you see, the truth about it is that spirits are universal energies. They don't have any culture, and they don't have any tribe. They don't have any race. In your culture, in the race you come from, the name of this universal entity, if it is assessed, will come in your local language. And people will tell you in your local language what it is called. So what people call angels in English language, we call a tron, or deities. A tron. That's what we always call angels in our local language. So in the olden days, people know that a tron is a very powerful entity, and it's somewhere. And you can go to it and ask for help, just like how people in the church, or especially in the Catholic Church, where they depend on saints and angels. Saints are the ancestors. When we say saint in English, our local way of calling it is Togbio. But then if you break it down again, you go to ancestors. So for us, the English word for angel is a tron. And then ancestor or Togbio is likened to, what do you call it? Ancestors or saints. Yeah, that's what it is. So spirituality is not a culture of divisiveness, whereby spirits will say that, oh, because you are black, you are green, you are yellow, you are blue, so you cannot deal with them. But when you are dealing with energies on this side of the world, where we have our own local language and we have our ways of calling them, that is how you learn it, because it depends on where you are learning from. That's, you see, when you are learning the Quran, the Arabs tell you to speak in Arabic. You have to learn how to write Arabic, and you write Arabic and you speak Arabic, you'll be reading Arabic, because Arabic is their language. And so if you are coming to our place here, if you are assessing any energy in the Akan language, let's say Obosum and all this thing, you have to learn it in the Akan language. And if you are learning it in the Ga language, you have to learn it in the Ga language. If you are learning it in Ewe, then you learn it in Ewe. But then, you see, our tradition is not a tradition based on faith and belief. Our tradition is based on practicality and experience. So we don't believe things, and we don't have faith. It is when you do and you get results, then you know what you are doing is right. Our tradition is not based on that. That is why in African traditional spirituality, nobody forces you, because we know there's real power there. So we don't need to force you. When it is your time to come, you will come. So we don't force people. It's not a religion. Africans don't have a religion. They have traditional spirituality. And religion is a man-made, a group thing that a group of people sit down, that let's use the name of God and do this and do that and do that. And then they start to force other people to follow them. And if you don't follow them, they either kill you or they beat you up. African traditional spirituality, nobody forces you and nobody will ever force you. When it is your time to know the truth, you will look for the truth. And then we have Daniel Kojote. He say, I'm waiting you live. I'm watching you live from Big Millie's backyard. Your security man. Oh, thank you very much, big man. Thank you. And then we say, what is the meaning of African Magic Temple? African Magic Temple is an organization that I have set up to teach about African traditional spirituality and to open people's eye towards our own culture. The realization and awareness to understand that our culture is not evil after all. It is not evil after all, because we have the name of God in our language. And then we have Omar Kwesi is saying, thank you very much, Papa, for your wonderful explanation. I'm a Ghanaian. Thank you very much, Omar Kwesi. We are all learning from one another. I'm grateful that you joined the section. And then we have Kwaku Agbeko. Togbe Enuledo. Kwaku Enuledo. Now, America Medena Nudo. please show how can one know the spirit that country, the family intends of the protection and giving respect to them. If you can only ask your own family, because I know the spirits that are my ancestral spirits that came from my grandfathers. I may not know yours because I'm not related to you in your family, so there is no way I can know what kind of deities and spirits or whatever your people had used or your ancestors had worked with. But for me, I know my ancestral spirits, and then the spirits that I also got initiated or come in contact with over the years of learning and moving from one culture to the other culture, to just for learning to be sure and to know the truth. So you should talk to your ancestors, talk to your elders, and ask them to tell you what kind of energies or spirits or whatever they may call them that your ancestors had worked with. And then you will know exactly what to work with. But me telling you that this is what it is, this is what it is, then you must be part of my family, then I will know. But since we are not from the same family, I don't know how to say these are the ones. So talk to your elders. They should be able to give you some insight into your ancestral spirits. Thank you very much. Then we have Wisdom Larry saying, hello, Papa Ayiko. I'm really craving for power and protection and helping my family. Larry, thank you very much for joining, and we are here. You should contact and then find out what is going on in your life and what they should do to protect you, or how we can protect you, or whoever is closer to you. But the first and foremost is to know what is happening in your life. Then you will know what to do to protect yourself. Because if you don't know what's happening in your life and you are just walking like a cow in the bush, you never know. So first, make sure you want to find out about yourself. Then you will be able to know how to protect yourself and your family. Then we have Samuel K.N. Agboyi. So I'm so enlightened by you, Efo. You are my teacher. Thank you very much, Samuel. We are very grateful that you are enjoying the section today. We are totally out away from our base in Accra. We are in Botiano, specifically in Big Millie's backyard. It's a very beautiful resort. We came here yesterday. We were traveling, but we had a problem, so we decided to divert and come here and relax. So we are here now, and they have given us a space, and it's a very busy place. So those of you who are in Accra, and if you want to relax, find a way to come down here and relax. Yeah, they are very reasonable. Prices are very reasonable. So please come and relax. Thank you. And then we have Koku Agbe. We say, Akbe now, Tagbe Dagbe. May you live long and filled with wisdom to keep guiding us. Thank you. Thank you very much, Koku Agbe. I'm very grateful for that. And then we have okay, we have Manye Nukpa. Say, Papa, how can one get Afa? Manye, the first thing you have to do in getting Afa is to get to know who has Afa, a Bokor who has Afa. And then if that Bokor can make Afa for you, even if that Bokor cannot make Afa for you, you can get people to make Afa for you. So the first thing is to get to know a Bokor, or a person who has Fa, and then also from there you will know whether the person can give you a Fa or make a Fa for you, or they have to introduce you to someone who is good in Fa. There are so many kinds of Fa giving, but if you want to get Fa, I will advise get the best teacher who can give you the best information and teaching, so that you don't get afar and then sit down and say, I got far, but you cannot make use of the far. Yeah. So thank you very much for that. And we have a GH Boy 78 saying, hello, good afternoon. I am always get excited when you come online, good teachings. Thank you very much, GH Boy 78. And then 45 Amejro number 3, he said, please give us the directions to your shrine. 45 Amejro number 3, our direction to our shrine. The telephone number is there, but you can also go on Google and type in African Magic Temple, and African Magic Temples will come out as a Google, and the Google will give you direction to the shrine. It is very open and known, so no problem at all. Thank you very much, Amejuro, for that question. Then how can one get afar? As I said, get to know somebody who has far. And then you ask the person if they can do far for you. If they cannot do far for you, then he may be able to. If they will not be able to do far for you, they can guide you to someone who may do a far for you. So that's how it is. Thank you. Then we have at Saviola say, sometimes I cry when people other religions claim they are evil, but they are rather have clean heart. You see, evil is in humans' heart. You can be a Christian, you can be a Muslim, you can be a traditionalist and still be evil. It is not the religion that you practice that makes you evil. But then there is so much hypocrisy in religion that a lot of people hide under the umbrella of religion, and then they do evil. But because they are calling themselves religious people, you will be believing and thinking that they are good people. So this is the problem. That's why we are happening. A lot of people hide under this and pretend to be good, but they are evil. So don't worry whether people are saying that they are good or they are you are evil. It does not matter. As long as you do your good thing and keep your life straight and keep your ancestors by your side, you are fine. Then we have a Wakamao saying grand rising from Kenya. Thank you very much. Thank you, Wakamao. We are very grateful that you joined. And then we have Ike again. Said, do our ancestors carry on their living names to their new world? Yes, for that is what we know them. What name do you know for them when they die? The name you knew for them they die, and when they are going to bury them, is it not the same name that they gave them before they bury them? And we don't have any other name for them, unless you know some other names for them when they die and reach dead man's land. Maybe they have another name, but I don't know any name for them. So when I'm calling my ancestors, I call them by the names that when they were alive. And then we have Manyege Papa, have you addressed the trending issue of Perez Chapel? No, because that is not my business. I'm not going to be addressing what I don't know so much about. Honestly, Christianity is the one that has denigrated our traditional spirituality. What do you expect from a Christian pastor or a Christian when they make money out of Christianity? They use Christianity to make money out of our people with deceit and all the promises of heaven and whatever not. Do you expect him to say that African traditional spirituality is powerful? Do you want his business to close down? So please, don't let me go there, because it's business as usual for them. So for them, if you are expecting them to say good thing about African traditional spirituality, then you are telling me that they want their business to collapse. A business that has made their name, a business that has given them comfort. Do you think that they want to close their business down by telling you that African traditional spirituality is powerful? The only thing they can always tell you that it is evil. How many years have the Christians have been trying to kill Satan? And until today, they couldn't even kill Satan, and we are still suffering. Even God who created Satan, if it is true, if God who created Satan, he himself could not even kill Satan, and you human beings say you are killing Satan. So it is a systematic programming to let you forget about your own culture so that you will always be at the begging end of the European. So please don't let me go deep into Perez Chapel. I have nothing against them. They are running their business, and if you want to be patronize their business, go. I will not go there, so I won't get that stupid thing they are saying. Thank you, Manye Nukpa. And then we have Oluchi Osuoke in France saying, great evening, Papa. With peace and love, my regards to the family. Thank you very much, Oluchi Osuoke. Thank you very much. We are in a place here. The place is very humid. But there's the ocean is just in front of us, and then there's a swimming pool behind us here. There's a lot of food and drinks here. So it's a nice place to be. It's a nice place to be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Manye Nukpa is in Spinters Road opposite Frankie's Phones. Yes. Right. You are right, Manye. Thank you very much. And then we have Indate Lilato Farm. Say teaching good, Papa. Timmy from Zambia. Oh, hello, Timmy. Thank you very much. Okay, so your name on this thing is on TikTok is Indate Lilato Farms. Thank you. I'm very grateful for you. My regards to all the families in Zambia. And then we have Agbebibi said that shrine is located Accra, Ghana on the Spinters Road. Thank you very much, Agbevivi. Then Manye Nukpa saying thank you, Papa. Thank you too, Manye, for that. I'm very grateful to all of you. Oluchi has sent us a rose flower ×1. Thank you, big sister Oluchi. Also, okay. We are very grateful to you. And then I can say, let's see the Papa. Thank you. You want to see the place? Okay, they have to carry the camera around. This is the TikTok is the camera. If you when you carry this other camera, can the TikTok also see? No. So carry this one around. Let the people see the area and know that something is happening here. It's a very busy place, and life is going on. Abi?
Yeah, really good.
Life is going on.
Life is going on.
Going on well. So it's a place you can come and relax when your head is tired from work. Come down. Just close your eye and then forget about. Put your phone off and relax and enjoy yourself here. Don't let anybody call you. So there you are. Okay, this thing is over there, so they can't hear me, but they can see. They should see, and after that, I will talk. The AMT team is here, fully. So Ike, that's the place. You have just seen it. So it's a very beautiful place. Truthfully, it's a very, very, very beautiful place. So if you live in Accra or in Ghana in general, you can always come over here to have fun and with your family, or you come alone. There's always place for everybody. And then Manye Nukpa is saying make perfect sense. Thank you very much, and I say thank you also. Manye, thank you to all for the questions. I'm very grateful. And then we go on to YouTube. Let's transfer to YouTube and see how we are there. Oh, okay. Okay, there are some people. A big sister Oluchi Osu. Okay, say, Papa, you went out to have some drink. This place looks nice. Peace and love, Papa. Yes, it's a very beautiful place. Honestly, it's very beautiful. It looks very nice, and it's a nice place to be. You will just have fun. I mean, you don't need to do so much. You will just relax. So it's a nice place. Yes. Because I was sick, you all knew that I have not been feeling fine. But I came here last night, and today I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling better than before, right? Yes, so it relaxes your mind, honestly. And then we have Ike again. He said, "Good job, Papa." Is it like or Ike? It's Ike. Eh? Okay, yeah, it's a good job, Papa. I will send you airtime to your Airtel Tigo number. That's where I work. Oh, thank you very much, Ike. We are very grateful. Thank you, thank you. We are grateful. Then we have user 316972 saying, "Good day, Papa." Hello, good day. How are you? And then we have Ndate Lilato Farms say, "Yes, Papa. Ndate Lilato Farms is my name on TikTok. I run a small farm. Thanks again, Timmy." Okay, Timmy, thank you very much. Oh, that's very good. We are very grateful to you that you are running a farm. You feed people. May the ancestors put their hands into your hands so that your crops or your farm and animals or whatever you are doing increase in numbers. Thank you very much, Timmy. And then we have like is also saying like centers flowers and rose flowers and all this thing. And then we have Achi say, "What can you say about the assertion that all that black powers can do is to destroy?" Who is this black power destroying? You see, you know, I have if I have a cutlass and you attack me and I use my cutlass to attack you back, am I doing evil? Ask yourself that question. You know, when the European came to Africa, they molested us, they maltreated us, they took our wealth, they took our everything. And the only thing that can confront them is our tradition, our traditional spirituality, and in the main name of voodoo. And because what was confronting them was bad to them, do you expect them to praise it that it's a good thing? They will always call it evil. Since the black man has been existing, how many people did voodoo destroy compared to the bombs and guns of the Europeans and Americans? Think about it. How many people has voodoo destroyed compared to bombs, atomic bombs, and all the guns and things that are going on? How many people? Compared. How many people did your grandfather kill? Compared to the bombs and the guns and the killings in Congo, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, how many people did Juju kill? Come think about it. So when people say that the black man's power is only for destruction, if it has been destroying people, you wouldn't have been here. Your grandfather wouldn't have been there to give birth to your father or mother to born you. So please, let's forget about that narrative that African traditional spirituality is evil. It is not evil. It is wisdom and knowledge. Let's move on. Then user 477848 he said, "I want to be rich. Please go to the bank. It's bank that has money. We are doing spirituality. We don't have money. Money is in the bank. You can approach any bank and ask the bank manager. They will probably take you to somebody who will talk to you. And when you whatever money you need, they will tell you what you need, and you have agreement with them. You will have money. African traditional spirituality is not to make you rich. It is supposed to make you to be aware of yourself. And that awareness will make you to be able to live peacefully in harmony with nature. And you will not be lacking. Go to the bank. You will be rich. If you want money, go to bank. And we have user 316972 say, "More grace, Papa, get well." Thank you very much for that message. I'm very grateful. And then we have user Augustus say, "I just joined. How can I reach you?" Our numbers is in our profile, and you can Google our name, African Magic Temple, on Google, and you will surely find where we are and our number. You can reach us through that. Thank you very much. And then spiritual suspense. A big sister Oluchi said, go to bank with peace and love. Yes, of course, banks have money. Traditional priests do not have money. And if anybody tells you that you come to a traditional priest and they will make you rich, the person is deceiving you. It can never be possible, because if the traditional priest can get money through his tradition by becoming rich, why are we still working? Why are we still working? So don't be deceived. African Magic Temple stands as a shrine to demystify the knowledge and wisdom, or the notion that African traditional spirituality is evil and only does bad things. No, we are here and we are teaching. That's our aim and that's our purpose. So if you need money, go to the bank. We don't supply money here. We don't have money. That's why we are working. We also need money to run our things. So we don't have money. We don't give money. But if you want to take a loan, go to the bank. They will give you a loan. I believe so. That's why the banks are also there. Thank you very much. Let's go. Let's go. May the gods bless you. Spiritual what? Spiritual supply. Say, may the gods bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, spiritual supply. Then we have a Rama Fresh. He said, please, where are you? We are in Accra, Ghana, but currently we are transmitting from Big Millie's backyard in Kokrobite Beach. That's where we are currently. We came here last night and we are here for now. And at the end of today, we will be going back to our base in Accra. And then we have user 477848. He say, that is good, Papa. Thank you very much, user. And then we have Ishmael Agbokosi. He say, Papa, my regard to your son Mauli. Okay, Mauli is here, so they are all sitting and helping me. So thank you very much, Agbokosi. We are very grateful to you. Okay, so we go on to YouTube now. And we have Timi Nyambe. I say African spirituality is not evil in any way. It is just that people like to call what they do not understand evil. Thank you very much, Timi. I'm very grateful for that. Yes, when you don't know something, you just give name. Give it a bad name and kill it. Yeah. And Timi went on to say, in most cases, people will destroy what they do not understand and call names on things they understand. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Okay, we have a Togbi striker. How can one make use of Afa? When you get to the right Afa teacher, they will tell you how to make use of Afa. Because there are so many lessons in Afa, even after initiation, that you need to learn if you want Afa to work for you. It is not just by getting the initiation and the whole world changes. But when you get the initiation, you will now know your destiny's path. You will now have the blueprint of your life. That one is guaranteed. And then you will begin to learn how to walk on this map of your personal and individual life. And if you walk well on that path, you will never lose. Everything will come on at its own time for you. So Togbi striker, get to Afa teachers who know how to teach and you will understand. I'm very grateful for that question. And then we have our sister Kadi Fisher in Atlanta saying, greetings, Papa and the AMT family. Thank you very much, Kadi. How have you been? It's been a while. How is Cameron and Angie? My regards to your mother and all the family members. Thank you very much for joining the section. We have Koku Agbeko. Say, Papa, you can indeed, a no nonsense man, looking forward to this year Christmas gathering at your shrine. Yes, we are just getting ready. We are going to do the mid-year at the end of June, and then we will do the full year at the end of December. Thank you very much, Koku Agbeko. Okay, Togby Striker, I say, how can one know if Afar have been given to them through a right channel or the Afar given to them is real? Because people can lie nowadays. Yes, it is very true that people can lie nowadays. But when you are initiated into Fa and you are not understanding anything, you have the right to go to any other teacher who is also practicing Fa and then be able to learn more. So if what you have been initiated into, or the initiation that was given to you, if it is good or it is bad, if it is the right or it's not the right way, you will know. So if you have been initiated and you are not really understanding anything and nothing seems to be working, even though you have been initiated, seek other teachers, seek other people who are already well versed in the Fa, and then they will teach you more. It may cost you more money or cost you some more money, but you will get the knowledge and wisdom that you can use to guide yourself and guide your family. Because I had been initiated into Fa, I think I'm in my 18th year now in Fa. But honestly, until about 5 years ago, I hadn't really know how much to do in Fa. So I started looking for teachers who know the Fa more than me. Of course, I had my voodoos, I have my mirror, I have my other things that I have my family traditional stool and all these things that I had been working with my ancestors and all these things. But when I was initiated into Fa, I was given initiation. I was given my poli as it is in Afar. My destiny had been shown to me, and they have given me the guidelines or the blueprint of my life, and I started following them. But still, I couldn't really understand very much of Fa. So what I did is that I started looking for teachers who are also very well versed in Fa, and I learned from them. And now I think my shrine is coming up with a lot of knowledge in Afar learning. Today, we can also be proud that we can sit down and cast Afar in its proper way and be able to know exactly what is going on in your life, and we'll be able to tell you. Where we cannot understand something, we also consult our teachers to be able to tell us what deeper information they have. Because Afar is such a very vast wisdom or knowledge, and you cannot access it just in a day. It takes time. But if you humble yourself and you make yourself down and you are not showing off and say, "Oh, I know it already. I know it already." There are always people, and there are always teachers that will teach you. Thank you very much, Togby Striker, for that question. And then we have a Mira Duque Ellie said, "Don't mind those fake preachers milking innocent people and referring to our towns as demonic town. Let's fight for holiday as well so we can make our religion known." Okay, thank you very much, Mira Duque Eli. But the truth about our tradition is that it's not a religion, so there is no need of any holiday. You can always celebrate your own spirits, because how are you going to make our country is based on Christianity and Islam? How are you going to get a holiday, and which voodoo are you going to celebrate? So it is not necessary. People are saying that they should let the traditional people have a holiday. You begin to get so many fake traditionalists who are coming and saying so many things, and at the end of the day, it will become another religion where they will use it to scam people. So please, the traditional spirituality does not need a holiday. Every day is a holiday, and every day is a working day. Every shrine has a holiday, and that is what it is, and that's what it should be. Every shrine has the time that they celebrate their deities and their spirits and their voodoos. So that's all that is necessary. You don't need a national holiday to prove that you have a God. God is within you. It's not in the chapel, it's not in the temple, it's not in the shrine. It is your attitude towards the truth is what makes God work. And we have a Koku Agbeko there again saying young though. Okay, and then Togby Striker is the one that's supposed to initiate one into Afar, have to some spirit before they do. Definitely, the person who is going to initiate you into Fa must be somebody who knows the path, because no one can teach you where they themselves have never treaded or trodden. If you have never walked a path before, how are you going to take people on that journey or on that path? It is not possible. So whoever must initiate you into anything, whether it is into Fa or into Voodoo or into Mami Wata or into anything, that person himself might have walked the path, might have had a knowledge and information about what he's about to teach you. Otherwise, he's just going to scam you and take your money. So look for people who are practitioners, not people who just wrote books down. Look for people who are practitioners. And when you follow people who are practitioners, but then you also have to watch the person's attitude. You must watch the way the person does his things, at least for some time. And if you think you are satisfied with that, you can choose to take initiation from that person. Whether you are taking initiation into Voodoo or you are taking initiation into Mami, it is all up to you. But don't just rush into anything and say, oh, because this person say I can do it. Watch them and judge them by their words and see whether they are truthful or they are just playing games with people. Johnny, if I made it, I date you maybe. Let me anya me video. Let me fear me a cover my corner on Kuma to Lefi. But I be as Anibanya. Okay, Tommy Striker. So that is it. If you want someone to teach you, let the person know what they are doing. Yes, Afa is different from Voodoo, but Afa is also another kind of Voodoo. That's why they say that who say that Agbamalugu is not a Voodoo. Agbamalugu is also a Voodoo. Yes. Agbamalugu is another name for Fa. So Agbamalugu is also a Voodoo. So it is a Voodoo. So don't think that it is not. It is. But the truth about Fa is that it was inherited or learned from the Yorubas of Nigeria. That's why we use the Meiji, and we are using the Yoruba words for the police. So Agbamalugu is also a Voodoo. Okay, change this in. Let's see. Timmy RRR said, hello, Togbe. What do the beads you wear on the right arm signifies? Oh, this one is actually on my left arm. This is the sign of twins in AV culture. Twins and fathers of twins, people who follow twins, people who come before twins, plove, and then twins themselves, and then Do and Doche. They are the people who wear the twins beads. So I have had double twins. So I also wear the twins beads, to be in solidarity with my children. Unfortunately, they are no more alive, but I am in solidarity with them. And my children's Senna is a Do, and as Pele is a Doche. So I have a connection with twins. I have double twins. So that's why I wear the twins beads. Thank you very much for that question. And then we are going on to YouTube. Is it YouTube? Facebook. Omar question says, Papa, please, my second question is, can African spirituality be modernized in any way? Example, can a practitioner call an African deity without strictly using things like a stone, a wood, and so on as a representation to those deities? Will they allow one to okay, let me answer the top first. Yes, of course, if you don't want to use anything to represent the deity, you can pour libation to the deity if you know the incantations. But you see, the human mind always associates images with entities. That's why in Christianity, we associate the Christians with a cross, whether it is a wooden cross It is a metal cross, or it is made out of whatever. We associate ourselves, because Christians, without cross, then it's no Christianity. Okay, in Islam, they are using the crescent moon and the star to represent Islam. So if by looking at the crescent moon, or an image of the crescent moon and a star, you automatically knows this is a Islam or Muslim place. So it is in other religions. When you go into Buddhism, then the statues of Buddha, Gautama Buddha, Sakyamuni, is used. And when you go into Hinduism, you will see deities of Krishna, Shiva, Mahesh, and Vishnu, and all other Hanuman, and all other ones also represented by their images. So the human mind by nature likes to associate these entities and God with an image. So, but if you can, without the image and you want to call the name, yes, of course, like me, when I pray to my family stool is not here. But I can call his name and pray and then talk about it, and then it accepts my prayer. So you can, if you don't want to have anything to represent it. But then I don't see anything wrong in representing our deities or our gods or our spiritual entities with anything, because the Christianity is also going to cut wood in the forest and give to carpenter to make a cross, and people are saluting. Go to the Roman church and see how many statues are at the gate. That time you put your hand into it before getting into the church. So what is wrong with associating your deities or our African traditional spirituality with images? There's nothing wrong, because the Christians are doing it. Every religion is doing it, so you don't need to look at it as if the cross in the church was not made by human being that carved a wood and made it into a cross, or made a metal into a cross. So please, those things are just the white man's way to tell you that yours is this. Somebody is bowing down to a cross, and if you bow down to another wooden image, what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it. See, they have colonized our mind so much that we don't even know what we are and who we are, and we are just in like fish in the river, swimming without any direction. That's it. So that is the first part of your question, Kwesi. And then second part of your question is that will they allow one to always invite them through water, mirror, and other appropriate means? If you know the means, you see, spirituality, as I said, is not a belief. Spirituality is not a belief system. Our African traditional spirituality is not based on faith. It is not based on belief. It is based on practicality and experiment and experience. So when you say you are going to call them through water, mirror, and this thing, do you know the names? Do you have the formula to be able to call them through water and other appropriate means? Because before you can actually connect with an energy, which I said earlier, it's a universal energy. When it comes through our culture way, we call them in our local languages. But you can find their attributes and synonyms in other cultures with different names and different forms. So if you don't know their names, how are you going to call them through the mirror? If you don't know their name, how are you going to call them through water? If you think that stone and wood is something that is wrong. You see, to be able to know how to work spirituality is to experience spirituality. Because if you don't experience what spirituality is or traditional spirituality is, you will always be using the belief system, faith system to assess it. We do not use faith in African traditional spirituality. It is nothing that you need to believe in. You work it practically, you get answers, then you know. You don't need to believe. This is the secret. Unlike other religions where they will tell you that, oh, you are going to go to heaven and you go and enjoy in heaven. There's golden streets in heaven. Meanwhile, African soil, Ghana soil here, there's gold underground. We are working on it every day. The white man will come and take it and build mansions and decorate their palaces, and they keep telling you that yours is in heaven, so go to heaven and go and get it. That is a scam. It's a thievery. It's a scam. Until now, most people do not know it's a scam. Because your land has gold. That's why white man is coming every day. How many Ghanaians wear gold? Well, go and see the white man where he's wearing gold or he's not wearing gold. They even use gold to make their palaces. And recently, when the King of England was coronated, don't you see the golden chariots? You think that England has gold in their sand, in their soil? What are you thinking about? Think well. Think well. They told you that your gold is in heaven to walk on it, and they are driving in it on earth here. And you believe that? Please, let's think. Let's think well. Okay? And you were saying that, in my opinion, I think overcrowding one's shrine or sacred place with many representation by most spirituals sometimes scare people. If people are scared, what are they looking for? Are they looking for the truth, or they are looking for lies? If your heart is clean, you can be a Christian and still go into a shrine. Nothing will happen. If your heart is clean, you can be a traditional spiritualist and go and pray in a Muslim mosque. You can go to church. Nothing will happen if your heart is clean. So what are people scared about? That's the first question you have to ask yourself. People who are not clean in their mind and in their behavior, because they are so crooked by using hypocrisy to continue ruling this world and pretending to be what they are not, they are the ones who are always scared, because they don't know what energy is there, whether the energy will identify them and beat them or scare them or punish them. That's why they're always scared. So there's nothing to be scared of when you go to a shrine that has a lot of gods. There's nothing to be scared of. If your heart is clean, you don't need to be afraid of anything. It's only thieves and people who are not straightforward. They are the ones who are scared of traditional African deities. Thank you too, Kwesi. And then Kwesi went on and said, please, what qualifies one to be initiated into Ifa? What does Ifa actually do in one's life? Everyone is qualified to be initiated into Ifa or Afa, as the Eves call it, and other traditions also call it Afa. What Afa does for you is that it gives the blueprint of your life. You as an individual, your blueprint, like how you can live in this world and be happy. Things that you should do, things you shouldn't do. The kind of food you should eat, the kind of the food you shouldn't do. The kind of place you should go, places you shouldn't go. So it is giving you your destiny. It's actually giving you the path or the blueprint of your destiny, and telling you this and this and this are the things you should do in life if you want to live in harmony with nature. So that's what initiation into Ifa or Afa does. Wait, there's one more question under. There's one more question under there. Let me answer that one. Finish. Say, that's the last question. Okay. Thank you to Omar Kwesi. Thank you very much. Okay, we have a Rich Princess is saying true. Thank you very much, Rich Princess. And then Kim Daofin is saying no. And then Kim Daofin say he can't. And then Walanyo 3 is saying, what's your say on what Perez pastor says about Nogopo? I said it earlier that it is not my place to be saying what Perez pastor said. With the fact that if you know that Christianity is a business where you, the members of the church, are the customers, and the person who owns the church is a CEO of that church. If you look at it from that angle, Do you expect the person to tell you that Nogokpo is a very beautiful place and they are very powerful? Yes, that's all that I can say. Because you are competing with them. And they are in business to keep the mind where you are not free. So what do you expect him to say? It is not a good thing. There's a saying in Eve that koklo vibe nyame jole avako deo means the chick, the small chick. If it goes to the court of hawks and eagles, do you think that they will judge that chick's case and say, oh, you are right, go home? No, they want to devour it, so they will always blame it and say it is wrong. So that is what it is. So if someone is saying that Nogokpo is an evil place, I had never been to Nogokpo before, but I have never also heard anything bad about Nogokpo. All that I know is that when you are looking for the truth and you can't find it anywhere, you can't get justice, and you go to Nogokpo, when they put the gods in action, you will find justice. And so, what did Nogokpo do to Pere's pastor? I don't think Nogokpo has done anything, but obviously they are in competition because people are not seeing any result in the Christianity, so they may be going to Nogokpo. So that is what will kind of trigger that information, because otherwise I don't think he himself had been to Nogokpo before. And if he has been to Nogokpo, he won't say so. So let's leave that one. I'm not here to defend him or to go against him. That is his viewpoint. If you want to know what Nogokpo is, go and find out. If it is evil, you will know. If it is the good, you will know. Please. Yes, let's go. And then we have a Swanky. Say, Togby, please, the charm some business. Please, the charm some business men, women used to pull customer. Is it good? Of course, if you are doing advertisement for your business to attract people to you, what is wrong if you have a secret spirit that can bring people to your business? If you have an energy in the universe that can support you, if you can advertise your business, is it not the same? It's not advertisement. Advertisement, is it not for people to come to to patronize your business? So what is wrong if you have a business and you have a deity that can support that business and the business will be booming? What is wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it. So please, if people should remove this thing, why people are going to pastor every day for pastor to pray for them for their business to be okay? Is it something wrong? Think about it. People should be awakened. Be awakened. When somebody goes to pastor and pastor say, I give you a quantre and all this thing, is it not rituals they are giving you to do? And just because they call it a quantre in the tree, it means it is okay. Our people call it vosa. In our tradition, that a quantre people are calling, we call it vosa. So if you are doing something and you need to expound your business or to make it bigger, and you have a vosa made to attract customers to you, what is wrong with it? Just like how you are putting billboard on the online and as well as outside on television advertisement, is it not the same? Aren't you calling people to come and patronize your business? So what is wrong if you use a spiritual help? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong at all. Let us stop thinking that the white man is the only one who has God. Yeah, that we have Marina say, send me blessings from the seaside. We bless you. The sea should bless you. All the deities in the sea should bless all of you. You need to come here yourself and come and enjoy it when you are ready. Let's go. Rich princess sent us a flower, and then we have Swanky saying thank you, Togby. Thank you to Swanky. We are very grateful for that. You've gone too high. There's the Swanky under that Swanky. There's another Go down. No. Bring this thing down. Let me see. Okay. Okay. So Twanky say, Togbe, you didn't answer my question on the charm issue. I've just answered it that there's nothing wrong with it. If people can advertise and it is okay, you can equally use a spiritual help to attract customers to your business. There's nothing wrong with it. Because all that you wanted is to let people come to your place. So if you can advertise, it's the same. Advertisement is also a magic. Okay? And then we have kulule ko. Leko Nkulule ko. Well, South Africa. Ifa in Zulu mean will like something left for you when someone passes. Okay, I know Ifa in Yoruba is a path of divination and divinity. So languages are different. So many words may have similar pronunciation, but they have different meanings. So in Zulu, it may mean that, but maybe there is a similarity to that. Thank you very much, Lukulele. And then now there's somebody up. And then we have a use goddess. Say, Daddy, I think locked of knowledge, my people, but for the lack of knowledge, my people perish. You are very right. You are very bright. Very, very right. Use goddesses. Thank you very much for that. And then Le Konkulele is saying 100%. And then K July is laughing. And then we have Mark 79. Say, Togbe, tell us about the twin dolls in West African that some voodoo people who lose children have. Okay, in our tradition, in the voodoo tradition, and even if it's not only a voodoo, it is every tradition in general, whether you are practicing voodoo or you are not practicing voodoo. That's why I say voodoo is a way of life. Voodoo is not a religion. It's a way of life, how you can live your life. So if you are practicing voodoo or you're not practicing voodoo, in the olden days, today, maybe because of Christianity, because of hypocrisy, because of all kind of scamming things, people tell you what your ancestors were doing was evil, and they told you that you can go to heaven. To go to heaven, it's they are advertising heaven every day. Do you think that if heaven was a place that people could go and have fun, a white man will show you? Even for you to go to Europe, you need visa, and it is not easy. And you think heaven is such a great place, and the white man is telling you that go to heaven? You think even to go to Europe, how do people suffer to get visa? So think, and think very well. In the olden days, our people, when they because we believe that twins are spirit beings, that twins came into this world as spirit who have taken human form. So when parents have twins and either one twin died or that both twins are dead, what our people do is that they carve a doll, which we call the twin doll, Venovi. They don't call it voodoo, but they call it Venovi. They carve a twin doll, and this twin doll will be taken care of as if they were real human beings. And they will sew for them. They will sew clothing for them. They will feed them. I have my twin dolls. My sons carry them. That's their elder sisters who had passed on. So my sons carry them. My wife sews clothing for them. Sometimes she would dress them in Japanese kimono clothing, and sometimes just in that ordinary thing. So that is how our tradition is. It is not a religion. So that's what our tradition is. We don't forget that they had existed before, and we keep their memories. And when you are a spiritualist, they keep appearing in your readings and in your work. Sometimes they will support you. Sometimes they may get angry with you if you don't do things the way. The spirit world is a very vast world, and no one single can know all. But what we do in our culture is what I teach you. But that doesn't mean that every culture does that, because in some cultures they kill twins. When the mother gives birth to twins, they destroy them. But then in every culture we celebrate them. So when they die, we carve dolls to represent them. That's what we do. Thank you very much, Mark 79, for that question. And then we have Senior NSB. I say, I'm learning a lot, Daddy. Thank you very much for tuning in. You must learn a lot. We are trying to demystify the notion that our tradition is evil. Our tradition is not evil at all. Those who thought that their tradition is evil, they should go back to Europe and join the Europeans. I wonder they will get a visa to go. Okay, then we have a K July sending us flowers. Send a rose flower 2 times. And then Mariam Osman Yusuf say, please, why do you women stay away during their menses in the olden days? Okay, even today, when you go to a very real traditional home, when women are in menstruation or their monthly cycle comes, they don't get them too much involved into so many things. The reason being that that period of monthly cycle is a cleansing period for women, and secondly, it is one of the strongest times of a women's power. So I think men being afraid. I mean, no, do they? Oh, no, don't wait for me. If we'll be chopping, I will be cold. If we'll chop again, we'll chop. Okay. Call the children, let them be eating. Okay. Don't worry about me yet. So, that is one of the times that women are very powerful. So, somehow, there are certain deities or voodoos or spirits that do not want closeness between women having a menstrual cycle and them. So there are even some villages in Eveland in Ghana where a whole village is built for only women who, when you are about to have your monthly cycle, you go to that village, and when it is finished, you come to the main town. So it is our culture. It is our way of life. It has nothing to do with anything, whether it is for spiritual purpose or not. But our ancestors know that when women are in their monthly cycle, it's a very powerful time for them, and also a time that they are cleansing themselves. So thank you, Mariam Osume, for that question. And then K July is a topic you speak so eloquent. Thank you very much, K July. I'm speaking about what I know. I speak about what I practice. I'm not reading from any book. It is all my own practices over the years, over 40 plus years of being a traditional spiritualist or knowing spirituality as a whole gives me that authority to be able to know what I'm speaking about. I'm not taking it from anybody's book or whatever. It is from my personal experiences that I teach. I don't teach from books. Please move it up. Yes, K July, I see you sent roses. Toby, you didn't talk about it. No, I just said K July sent us roses. Please bring it down. I said it. Maybe you didn't hear me. No. There's a K July sent us roses up there. Yeah, he sent us roses 2 times. I said it. After Senior NS said, I'm learning a lot, I said, K July sent us 2 roses. Thank you very much. Sorry if you didn't hear me. And then we go again to down. K July say, I sent you roses. Way you didn't talk about it. I spoke about. Thank you very much, K July. We are very grateful. And then we have Daisuria here saying greetings from Agbodra for Papa. Thank you very much, Daisuria, for joining the section. Today we are not at our main base in Africa Magic Temple, but Africa Magic Temple has come down to Big Millie's backyard at Kokrobite Beach, and we are transmitting from here, and it's very beautiful. A lot of people are coming to relax. So next time you want to get out of Accra, please choose this place and come and relax. Thank you. And then we have K July again sending us 1 flower again. Then we have a sweet girl. Let me see, Ado Adipa, sweet girl Adipa is following the dissing. And then Mariam Osumenu is saying, oh, okay, thank you. And then we have Team Richie 5. Say, talk me. Can you please educate me on Anakpaku? Okay, Trim Ricky 5. I don't have Anakpaku. So if I'm educating people on what I don't have, I may be telling lie. I don't have Anakpaku. So I don't even know what is inside the Anakpaku before I'm going to talk about or speak. It is not that if I know about voodoo and I have voodoo, that doesn't mean I have all the voodoos that are in the world. The ones that appeal to me and I got initiated into them, they are the ones I deal with. And I don't know everything about every voodoo in the world because, you know, the world of voodoo is infinite. It's uncountable. So you cannot get all the voodoos. The voodoo that appeals to you is the one you will get and the one that you can work with and the one you can talk about. So Anakpaku, I don't have. So I'm not sure if I am the right person to talk about Anakpaku because what you know is what you should speak about. Thank you very much. And then we have Ishmael Agbo because he said, demystify. I love your grammar and vocabulary. Thank you. Thank you. But that's what we are doing. We are demystifying the notion that our African traditional spirituality is evil. So you only find these words in the mouth of Christians. But then Christianity is a hypocrisy. It's a business. So whatever they choose, let them say whatever they want to say. It is their life. And then we have our brother or sister Leko Nkuleleko. Say good work. Keep on doing these lives. Thank you very much, Nkuleleko. Thank you very much. We are very grateful. And then K July is laughing. And then we have a Trim Ricky 5. Say thank you, Togby. Thank you too. And then Emmy Ojugo sent us flowers 5 times and again sent us rose flowers 5 times again. Then we have a Tony Moore said, do you do consultation? Yes, we do consultation. We do readings. We do afar readings. And we also sometimes nowadays we do mirror readings because the mirror readings was our main readings before I was initiated into Fa, and I started learning Fa after many years. Now we can also do Afa reading. We thank to our sister Shrine who had been educating and helping us to learn more about Afa, which is good for us because if you want to know more, you have to learn more. You don't just have one thing and say, I know it all, and without exploring. If you want to be a good teacher and you want to be a good spiritualist, you must calm down and you should be able to learn from other people. It does not matter whether the person is younger than you or older than you. If you think the person has some information that you don't have, you must calm down and be submissive and learn from those teachers. Thank you very much. And then we have good evening, Sule Mariama saying good evening, Papa. Hello, Sule Mariama. Mariama, how are you? Thank you very much for joining at gmail.com. Thank you, Mariama. How are you? Thanks for joining the section. Okay, let's go on to other edition. Is that okay, we have on TikTok where Alana Ifanike say, I can hear you well, Baba. Thank you. It's about 1 hour ago. Yeah, I'm just seeing it. And then Echo Stone also give us a thumbs up, meaning that he could also hear us very well. Thank you very much. Then we have Timmy Nyambe again here. Saying, Papa, is it true that in voodoo practice, a person can be turned as a zombie? Not in every voodoo. No. The voodoo that people can be turned into zombie that I have been hearing, but of course I have not seen and I have not judged, I have not tested to know whether it is true, is the Haitian voodoo that people say they can turn people into zombie. I don't even know what it is, but maybe there is a way. But in every voodoo, we don't even have zombies in our every original voodoo is every voodoo, and there is nothing like zombies in every voodoo at all to talk about in the first place, whereby people could be turned into a zombie. And then we have our brother Michael James, Michelle, say Alafia and blessing Baba to you and your family today. Hello, Michael. Thank you very much. And I'm very grateful that you joined. Hope you are fine today. Yes, we are. I'm also getting better here. I'm very grateful that you are able to join the live section. Thank you, Mike. Very grateful. And then we have Omar Kwesi. I just clapped for you, Papa. My first time of joining your live section, and the little time I spend here is full year lesson for me. I'm most grateful. I'm a novice on this path and wishing to learn more because I have started thinking, as you said. Thank you very much, Kwesi, Omar Kwesi. I'm very grateful that you have learned something from here. It always starts with a spark of light, and then the wisdom will start growing. Then Omar Kwesi went on to say, Papa, please, is voodoo a general name for African spirituality, or is there any name for it in every culture? There are so many names for it in every culture. The word voodoo is every word. And when you go into, I think, I don't know whether it is a Igbo or any of this Nigeria or East Africa name, but some people call it Nkisi or something like that. And then the Yorubas call it Orisha. And some people in the Central and East Africa are calling it candomblé, or that is in the Spanish speaking areas in South America, they have it called candomblé, and then and many other names. But the word voodoo is an Hebrew word which means to free a community. Vo as freedom or liberty, do as a town or community. So when you talk these two words, voodoo, that which liberates a community from their challenges. That's why the word voodoo is. So when they talk about that, then automatically voodoo becomes a spirit. So anything spirit in our Hebrew word is voodoo. So that's the word for it. And you see, some part of the word has been adulterated with French language. That's where they are writing VOODOO, mean voodoo. Voodoo usually or normally should be only spelled VODU. From in every language, it is only spelled VODU. And even to some places, they will say Vedu, and it becomes VEDU. Vedu or voodoo. It is not like the way the white man has written it by putting double OO everywhere. But then that is what is popular in the world, so we just live by that. We follow that. So the word voodoo is every word, every and for word for spirit, or that which liberates a community. So in other cultures, in other languages, if you ask them, they will tell you how they call spirit in their language. And when you learn it, then that's how they call it. But then because voodoo became so powerful, the word became so powerful and becomes synonymous with every other thing that is done by Africa. That's why the name became a powerful thing. And now, even if it is being done in Tuareg region, it's called voodoo, or they lose anything to do with African traditional spirituality is voodoo in our language. And all other languages also have names for it, but because of denigration and all this, and the white man want to denigrate our culture and everything, so they make it look evil. That's why the moment you hear the word voodoo, you begin to be scared. There's nothing to be scared about. Voodoo is just a way of life, the way the Ewe and the four people live their lives. So there's nothing to be scared about. It is nothing to kill that is killing people. If you gun is killing people, cutlass and knives are killing people. Quiet people are not scared of them. Before we are still using it to cut our food sometimes. So it is not the voodoo that is bad. It is the person who is using the voodoo. If the person is a bad person, he's a bad person. Do you know that before Americans go to war, they have a chaplain or a pastor, a priest will pray for them that they should go and kill their enemies. Do you think that those people they are going to kill were not created by the same God that created the Americans? So how are they their enemies? Business. They are trying to control them and the people are not agreeing, so they became their enemies. So please, let's think and think well. And Omar Kwesi say, thank you very much for this enlightenment. Thank you to Kwesi for the questions you've asked, because when you ask the question, you prompt me to answer. And I will answer. And thank you for joining the section. I'm very happy that you are learning something new. How many people we have on TikTok today? We don't have so many people. We have? Okay, because I'm not hearing any question from people on TikTok. They came onto okay, somebody is asking question here. That is Togbe Striker. Before the Yoruba people, don't Ewe people practice Afa? How will they practice Afa and if they are still using Meji, Bemeji, Yekumeji, Wolimeji, Dimeji, Losomeji? What does Meji means in Ewe language? What does the word Meji means in Ewe language? Togbe Striker. If you can tell me, then you can prove it to me that the Ewes were practicing Afa before the Yorubas, they met the Yorubas. What is the meaning of the word Meiji in Ewe? It has there's no word in Ewe called Meiji. So where the people have learned something from, it is in their culture. The word Meiji means double in Yoruba. Abo means half. So if you go into Ewe language, the word that we are calling, let's say we say letemeji, is actually Yoruba word called irete meji. But because our people could not pronounce that, they adulterated it, it became letemeji. It's irete meji. So if the Ewe people were practicing Afa before the Yorubas, where do you add meji to your Afa police? Why don't they call it in Ewe? See, sometimes we try to associate things to think that oh, we know it. It's not. It doesn't belong to these people. We have it already. It is not true, because there is a part in Afa Voji when you are calling the Voji before a reading. You say Afa Nagonu. Anago fe yepe. What does that mean? Anago is Yoruba. And they're saying that it is the Anago people's Yeve. Yeve is the traditional voodoo practice of the Ewe people. But when they added the Anagos Yeve to their own, or the Anagos Yeve, which means voodoo, to their own, so they identify it in the calling of the Voji by saying Anagobe Yeve. So please don't let people confuse you that the Ewes were doing Afa before the Yorubas, because otherwise we would have been using our own words. Because when we are doing voodoo, we use our own Ewe words directly in voodoo, and we understood. We don't need to borrow any other language unless, of course, the voodoo comes from a different culture. Then you will use that culture's name to call the name of the voodoo. It's a very simple thing. So let us be straightforward and know what is right and what is not right. It is not need to say that the Yorubas didn't teach us. People say it came from Kemet. It's a Kemet language Meiji. It's a Kemetic language Meiji. Please, let's be very realistic. If you are calling Afak police, you will call the Meiji in it by Omis. If it is a Meiji, if it's a double. So why try to run away from that? Okay, then we have Mike Thomas saying, Papa, tell us more about the Ewes and 4 twin dolls that are created for aborted and miscarried twins. Oh, I have already spoken about it already, Mike Thomas. I think you asked that question, so I had already spoken about it. Then Togbi Striker, can you kindly explain the difference between Afa and Voodoo? Okay, Afa is an initiation where you come in contact with your destiny, as I kept saying. And it will also tell you what your destiny wants you to do when you are in this world. Things that you will avoid so that you can live in this world comfortably. Things that you should do to help you live in this world comfortably. That is what Afa teaches you. Voodoo, on the other hand, is a spirit. And you can get voodoo without knowing your destiny. You can be initiated in voodoo without knowing your destiny. So voodoo is an individual spirit that you get, whereas Afa is showing you the blueprint of your purpose in this on this earth. Afa will tell you when you are initiated, it will tell you what kind of job or what kind of work, what kind of career you should be in order to be successful. You may choose to be a banker, but maybe banking is not good for you. Maybe they will tell you that you have to be, what do you call it? You have to be a teacher. And then to be a teacher does not necessarily mean that you have to be in class 1 or kindergarten to be teaching. You can be a teacher even teaching banking to other people. So when you get initiated into Afa, you get the path of your life straightened out for you or given out to you so that you can walk on your destiny's path and know what to do and what not to do. Thank you, Togwi Striker. And Togwi Striker went on to say, does spirits possess Afa practitioners like it does with voodoo practitioners? No. Spirits doesn't possess Afa practitioners as Afa initiation doesn't possess you. But if you had already been initiated into some voodoo that possesses you, sometime when you are doing Fa and you are they are doing the incantation, it can also move into possess or vibrate you. But Afa initiation, there is no possession in it. But when you continue practicing Afa for a long time, automatically your mind, your inner self, your psyche will become one with Fa, that sometime before you even throw the gumaga or the okpele down, you know what is going to fall already. You know the odu that will fall or afadu that will fall. So Afa does not possess people like in voodoo. However, the more you learn about Afa and the more you get yourself involved into it, you begin to learn more and experience Afa itself. Thank you very much, Togbi Striker, for that question. Then we have Kwaku Agbeko. May the ancestors protect you throughout the program and AMT team. Ache, Kwaku Agbeko, Ache. Thank you very much. And then we have Mensa Isaac. Kwaku Mensa. Yeah, we are here. Then Kwaku Mensa say, Papa, how are you? I'm getting better. I came here and I feel much better. I get a lot of energy from the sea by just walking around and looking at the sea and the waves, and even the sound is actually relaxing me, and I get more energy than I had before coming. So I'm getting better. Thank you, Mensa. Yeah. Okay, we are done with Facebook. Let's see, where do we have anything on TikTok or... Okay, I think we are done with YouTube too. Okay, some other things on YouTube? No. So we are done with YouTube. Okay, we have here we have Hinson Jen is saying that hi. Hello, Hinson Jen. How are you? Is it Jennifer or Hinson Jennifer or Jenny? Do you see what I'm talking about? Yeah, I want to see the full name. That's why. Jennifer. Okay, Hinson Jennifer saying hi. Thank you very much, Jennifer. Hi to you. And then we have Nadia Ademe. Yes, at Peter Span 919. What does that mean? And then again, it is Chukwe Buka 1 is at Peter Pan 919. Yes. Okay. And then Peter Pan 919, Afa, same thing is Ifa in Yoruba land. Yes, that is very true. That's what everybody is confirming there. That's very true. It's very true. Because it's actually called Ifa, and then the Eves have it, and they call it Afa. And I think the Igbos and people from the Shekiri and other places also call it Afa. Yeah. But in Yoruba, it's called Ifa. Thank you very much. Then we have GH Boy 78 is into a shrine that one can be sacrificing on it. I don't understand what you mean by that, GH Boy. Can you come clear onto that, or maybe they'll have the question under. Let's see. Papa, please, is it advisable for one to go for a charm to protect himself, or a voodoo god that can be made? Yeah, if you want a voodoo to be made for you, or you want to be initiated in voodoo, of course, people will initiate into voodoo. But it is not every voodoo that you are initiated into that they will make a form out of it and give you. The voodoo initiation is the connection of the seed of paradise with the incantations of the voodoo words on the seed of paradise, and then when that is given to you and transferred to you and you swallow it, that is when you and the voodoo has gotten a link. It is not necessarily that they have to build a voodoo or something and give to you, say take home. Yes, some they will build for you, some they don't. Some you just you are initiated and it is fine and it works for you. And once you know the incantation and you know what to do, you call the voodoo. It is very practical. It will work and start working for you for the rest of your life, and even may work for your generation if you look after the voodoo very well, and you teach your children how to look after the voodoo when you are no more around. Then of course it becomes a generational spirit or ancestral spirit. It is how you take care of a spirit. That's how a spirit will also take care of you. And then we have Emily. It's a voodoo, any voodoo location. Emily, I don't know, maybe our location is in Accra, Ghana. And if you look under our profile, you will see our name, and you will know what we are, where we are, and you can easily get us. And then Peter Span 919, can I carry a voodoo from Ghana to Nigeria? Why not? I had lived in Japan. I lived in Thailand, I lived in Philippines, and I had always traveled with my voodoos. I had lived in Singapore. I live in many, many countries around the world. And anytime I travel, recently I was in Europe, and I was with all my voodoo when I went to Holland to teach about our voodoo. And I was also in Germany, Ubasi Museum. I brought all my voodoo with me. So I don't see anything that is strange when you cannot take a voodoo from one place to another. You can take it to anywhere in the world. Even if you are going on the moon, you can choose to carry it there. Then Tanas, he said, Papa, your voice has such a calmness when you speak. It pleases it pleases to the ears. I say, oh, thank you very much, Tanas. That's my natural voice. So if it is pleasing, I thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then we have Daisuria. Papa, can one use honey to pour libation? Yes, sometimes. You can use honey to pour libation by mixing the honey with water or mixing the honey with alcohol. But then if in your money or in your afar destiny, if you are not supposed to drink honey, if you are using honey to pray, then don't drink it. That's why sometimes it is advisable to know what you are doing before you do. No, there are people that when they are initiated into Ifa or Afa on the African side, your destiny or your pony or your Ifa Odu will tell you that the honey is not good for you. So do not drink honey. But if you don't mind and you are taking honey and you are not successful in your life, you don't have anybody to blame. You blame yourself. So yes, sometimes I even pray with honey into some of my voodoos. I do add alcohol to it or water to it and pray to my pour libation on my dissing with honey. So Daisuria, thank you. And then Mariam Osumene say, I really appreciate your teachings. Thank you, Mariam. I'm very, very grateful to you. And then Emily is saying, I love voodoo. Yes, I love voodoo too. That's why I do the work of voodoo. Thank you. And that's why I'm teaching voodoo to my people so that those who are interested to learn, those whose time has come and they are looking for knowledge and wisdom and cannot have a teacher, or don't know what our tradition is, and they are so confused with the thought that our tradition is evil. We are here explaining and trying to create a way for people to understand that it is not evil after all. So if your time comes and you want to learn, you will always find a teacher. And I know there's a saying in Oriental teachings that when the student is ready, the master will always appear. So when you are ready, your teacher will always appear from nowhere, but you will find a teacher. It is the readiness of your inner self, your soul, your essay is the one that will tell whether you are ready or you are not ready. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Emily. And then GH Boy 7, so you can be doing sacrifice for it to protect one or just God for a charm. It depends. It's not every charm or voodoo talisman that they will make for you that you need to be doing any sacrifice for. Let me show you one voodoo that was made for me recently. You see, this is a voodoo inside. And what is the voodoo? A voodoo is made out of natural things, herbs, trees, sand, stones. So this is a voodoo that is made for me. And this voodoo doesn't take any blood. You never kill any animal for it. You may pour libation on it, but generally nothing. It's just made and it's inside this corn cob. Is it corn husk or corn cob? Husk. It's corn husk. White man. We will call it in every agobo. Finish. We call it agobo. Simple as that. You know, you use the white man language. You are trying to transfer to here to transfer to here. You lose the meaning. We will call it simply agobo, biligobo. Finish. So it's not every voodoo or protection that is given to you that they are doing sacrifices on. But you see, that's how it is portrayed in order to mislead you and deceive you and telling you that you look up towards heaven and you will be there. There's no heaven, my brothers and sisters. There's nothing called heaven. If there was heaven, the pastor would not be accumulating wealth. The pastor will not be trying to become rich here. Why he didn't wait to go to heaven? Even there is a poster that some pastors are collecting money from their church members. Show that thing, that they are going to get them accommodation in heaven. How? Who is the landlord in heaven to get accommodation? And how much is the landlord charging? 1 year or 2 years? Look, let us think serious. See, sometimes it's a pity that our people still cannot see the reality. So GH Boy 70 Papa, please, is it advisable for one to go for a voodoo that like a small god that can be brought home? Yes, of course. If you can take good care of it, why not? It's not like you just go and get something and then tomorrow you throw it away. But if you get it and it's working for you, then take good care of it. Okay. And then we have Dr. Makubela 16 joining us there. And then Krishna, what is voodoo, Papa? Is it a good or bad spirit? If the word voodoo is bad, then the word spirit is bad. Because the word voodoo is Eve and Fo word for spirit. Or that the spirit that which liberates a community. So if voodoo is bad, then the word spirit is bad. And they say God is a spirit, then God is a bad thing. That's simple as that. Then God is bad. Let's move forward. And then Peter Pan 919. What if your Ifa Odu tells you not to wear black? So don't wear black. Because sometimes your Ifa Odu will even tell you don't sleep on the floor. If every time you want to sleep, sleep on something that is elevated from the floor. So whatever your Ifa Poli or Odu, when you take initiation tells you to do, follow it. You will have peace on this earth. And then Krishna's question is still there. What is voodoo, Papa? Voodoo means spirit. A spirit that gives you freedom. A spirit that frees a community from challenges and hardship, from sickness and poverty. That's what it is. That's what voodoo means. Voodoo, to liberate a community. And then we have Adele say, please, what is voodoo? I've just explained that. And then Krishna, what is voodoo? Please, I've just explained that. And then Peter Pan is 919 said, do you guys serve Oloku in Ghana, or is just Nigeria that serves Oloku? We don't have Oloku directly in our culture. The word Oloku is not in our Ewe culture. However, we have what we call a tokosu, means a river spirit. Tokosu, we have a tokosu, and also we have Mami Wata. So if Mami Wata or tokosu is related to Oloku in anything, then it is the same thing, but the name is different because I believe, if I understand, Oloku has to do with a water spirit. If anything, you can explain to me. But we have also a jakpa, which is a crocodile spirit, and crocodile lives in the water. So these are voodoos that are in this, but we don't have the Oloku like it is in Yoruba, but I believe it's equivalent, and the name, not equivalent, but the name will be different. It may not be called Oloku, but it's called a different name in our language, and that will relate to Oloku. Thank you, Peter Pan. Then we go on to Ghana Boy 78. Thank you so much for the explanation. I appreciate. Thank you very much for the question, GH Boy 78. Thank you all. And then we go to Alizwell D. What do you think about AFA show? AFA show me always consult monthly. What do you think about AFA? Should we always consult monthly? It is up to you. You can even consult every day, daily. That's why we call dofwe in Ewe. Means when you sleep and you wake up, you have to consult to know what the day is going to give you, what is going to happen. So we call it dofwe in Ewe. So you can consult AFA every day. It is not even monthly. But then maybe if you don't have AFA yourself, and of course you don't know how to do a consultation by yourself, and it is not something you want to do every day, you may do it as many times as you feel that there are some challenges, or you want to have some knowledge about something you don't know about. For us at the African Magic Temple, before we do anything, we consult and want to know what to do and what not to do. Okay? So you can consult it every day. And then Oluchi Osuoke is happy to know you are getting better, Papa. With peace and love. Thank you very much, big sister. I am getting better. And then we have Adele say, good day, sir. Hello, Adele. Good day to you too. Then we have Swanky say, anyone who wants to do consultation in Afa should not take along, go alone. Oh. Okay, that is Swanky is saying, if you want to consult Afa, you can even be in a distant place. You don't even need to come in person. You can still consult Afa and get answers. There are processes that you don't even need to go in person. You can be in your house in the safety of your own home. Once you provided the things that are necessary to do the consultation, consultation can be done and done properly as if you were there physically. And then we have used goddesses to say, Papa, I'm really enjoying your teaching. Thank you very much, use goddesses, that you are enjoying. And then users 477840 say, do you do consultation? Yes, we do. When you want us to consult, you want to consult with us, our numbers are on the screen and in our profile. You can call and they will give you the guidelines. You don't necessarily have to come physically all the time, but if you want to come physically, we are still there. But if you want to consult from far away, you still can consult. And then Tony Moore is saying, any live consultation today? No, we are not doing a far consultation here. That's not what I do here. If you want to consult, you book appointment and we do consultation for you on this. I don't do consultation when I sit here. I'm only teaching about what our tradition is. I'm not like those fake people who are sitting down and say they are doing consultation. You're like, I don't even know you. You don't know me. So how can I do consultation for you? Let's move on. And then we have is spirituality for everyone, please. Why not? If anybody who is ready, spirituality is for them. If you are not ready, then you are not ready. If you are ready, then it's ready. It's for you. Anybody who is ready, spirituality is for them. But the truth is that it's not everybody that is ready. So we can't say it is for everybody, but yet still it's for everybody. Anybody who is ready, spirituality is for you. Then and then Adele is saying, can you just throw it away? What can you throw away? Come with the question. I don't understand the question whether people can just throw it away. If there's any way you can explain that or elaborate on that, let me know. Then we have Majesty is saying very true. And then Stella from Tanzania and say, Papa, do you know Jinn? If you do, is there any good ones and bad ones? You see, what the Arabic or the Arabs call genie is what we call voodoo. What the Arabs call genie is what we call voodoo, because the word genie means spirit in Arabic. So genie, voodoo, spirit, whatever, Inkisi or whatever you call it, they are all the same name. We are talking about different cultures. The way people call a spirit in my language is voodoo. The way people call spirit in Arabic is genie. So voodoo is voodoo. There are voodoos are good, there are voodoos are bad, but the truth about it is that every voodoo is good. It depends on what you want to use it for. Let's move forward. Then Krishna say, Papa, can voodoo save me from a big problem, please? Until you start practicing, I cannot tell you whether it can save you or it cannot save you. It is if you need the help of voodoo, consult and find out if voodoo can help you. People who are practicing voodoo is because they are getting benefit out of it. That's why they practice it. And then Peter Pan said, but we confirm from Ifa again, but it said we can do a sacrifice to start wearing the black, please. If Ifa says yes, then it's yes. That's all. It is not a question of saying that Ifa said no. If you say Ifa said no, and again you consult and Ifa say yes, so who am I to say it is not? You are the same very persons that if I say you shouldn't wear black, should you not? And I say yes. If I say don't wear it, you shouldn't. And you say you will consult again and say you should wear it. So what is the question for? If I again say you should wear it, then wear it. I'm not Ifa. I am not Ifa. So you are the one consolidating it, and he say yes, and he say you shouldn't first. He said no first, and you consult. He say yes. So whatever Ifa tells you, follow it. I'm not Ifa. Then Ade said, can you just throw a voodoo away if you don't want to have anything to do with it again? It depends. If it's a real voodoo, when you throw it away, to worry you. But if it is a fake thing they call voodoo, and you thought that you have a voodoo, and you throw it away, then nothing may happen. But if you have a real voodoo and you throw it away, my brother, my sister, be very careful. You will be in serious trouble. Voodoo is not something to toy with. It's not something to toy with. That's why people shouldn't make a voodoo online and just sell to you and send to you. You must understand exactly what you are looking for. Don't go buying things just to show that you are buying voodoo. If it is real one, if you get a voodoo from us, and we don't even sell voodoo online. We don't sell. You have to be initiated into it. And when we are initiated into voodoo and you don't like it again, we ask you to bring our thing back to us. But if you think that, oh, you have power, a church or pastor have power over it, throw it away and see whether you can sleep. If it is real, then you will know what voodoo is. Unless you are buying a toy that is not voodoo and somebody is telling you that it's a voodoo, then you are safe. But if it is real, I'm sorry, you cannot throw it away. If you throw it away, you have the consequences. So when you are going for any voodoo or initiating into anything, think about it very well before you get yourself involved. Let's move forward. And then Tinkerbell is here now. Say, I enjoy your Sunday, Papa, hailing you from Jamaica. Thank you very much, Tinkerbell. I'm very, very, very big thankful. And then we have a Push A Ton. Is there any more remedy for spiritual cleansing? There are so many spiritual cleansings, but most of the spiritual cleansings are physical and practical. And somebody must supervise and do certain things on it for you. The ones that I taught you is because there's a distance between myself and you people, and you are not physically with me. That's why I was able to teach you those ones. Because if I call the herbs that you go and look for to do a cleansing, you may not even know them. There was some time about 2 years ago, I went to the waterfalls in the Volta region, and I was teaching from there, and a lot of herbs were around us. So I taught some secrets of certain herbs, and I showed them. If you go back into our what do you call it? You go back into my teachings about 2 years ago, somewhere in May, June, 2 years ago. Is it not May, June? Around May, June, 2 years ago, I have a lesson on other cleansing herbs. I have shown the herbs, the pictures of the herbs, and even the names and how to find them. So Push A Ton, I think you should go back to that and see if you can get some information on herbs to use, because it has a video and pictures of the herbs. Here I am, I don't have those herbs. Even if I tell you, you will not know them. So go back into my teachings, you will find them. And then Tinkerbell in Jamaica, I say, I enjoy your Sunday, Papa, hailing you from Jamaica. Okay, again, thank you very much, Tinkerbell. We are very grateful. And then we have Ndate Lalito, that is Timmy Nyambe. Is there any difference between having a voodoo and a talisman? Talismans are also voodoos. Talismans are also voodoos. But what happens is that talismans are easy things that you can easily carry around you wherever you are going. But there are certain ones that are set that you cannot move them around. So then it is not it is called voodoo. But voodoo talismans are also voodoo. They are not anything, because they are also binded upon a spirit, and that spirit is following that binding and works through it. So yes, talisman is also a voodoo, but it is an easy voodoo to carry around and move around, and you don't need so much of doing or pouring libation or what do you call it, giving sacrifices to But when they set up a voodoo for you, it has other things goes into it. That's why it becomes a permanent thing, and then you can consult with it and ask questions, and it gives you directions that you follow, and those directions will benefit you. So, Timmy, yes, voodoo and talisman are the same thing, but the talisman is a minor form of a voodoo that you can easily carry along with you. But nevertheless, it's very powerful. So it is not that because it's in talisman form, it's not powerful. If it is properly prepared, it is very powerful. Thank you. And then we have Peter Pan 919. Papa, since Ifa said I shouldn't wear black, but we asked Ifa again, beg, it said we need a sacrifice. So the person who is doing the consultation for you and the reading for you is the right person to ask this question, because I am sitting here. I didn't know what Odu felt before they told you that you should do a sacrifice and wait. And once they say you should do something, do ebo or something to ebo, to wait again, then you don't have a problem, because it's the same energy that is telling you, or the same consultation that is telling you don't do it. And later it says that if you want to wait, then add this or do this, do that. That's what Ifa does. Ifa gives you directions in life, what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Even in a very difficult situation, to be able to get out of that difficult situation, Ifa is going to give you guidelines. And when you follow those guidelines, you will be able to overcome that challenge. So if Ifa says yes, then it is yes. Then Tinkerbell, again, I think it's the same thing coming. Okay, this one is I enjoy your Sunday, Papa. Okay, thank you very much. We are actually enjoying ourselves here. After my live session, we'll sit down and relax a little bit before going back to Accra. Thank you very much, Tinkerbell. And then Adele, he said, do you think everyone should have a voodoo? No, it is not me who would think that everybody should have a voodoo. It is not my place to tell people to have voodoo. It is up to you. If you are ready to have voodoo, you have. It's not me who will say everybody should have voodoo. Voodoo is not a religion whereby they will say everybody should have a voodoo. No. If it is your time to have a voodoo and you need to have a voodoo, you have. But it is not a something that somebody will tell you that you should have a voodoo. No. Nobody tells people that they should go and have voodoo. It is not. It's not a religion, so it is not somebody who will have to tell you to go and get voodoo before you get voodoo. When you reach that state of understanding and you want to have awareness and you want to have knowledge and wisdom and you want to be wiser than what you are today, if voodoo is the one that appeals to you, you go towards there. It is not that people will tell you that go to have voodoo. I don't think so. And then we have King Selom. He said, good evening, sir. Hello, Selom. How are you? Thank you very much, and hope everything is fine with you. And then we have Island King 718. Happy to see you, Baba. I didn't know you were on TikTok. I am. And now I'm on TikTok about how many months now? About 6 months. We are on TikTok now about 6 months. Yeah. So we are here too. Thank you very much, Island King. And then we have Lala Afrik. Papa, please, is there anything one can do to be more spiritually inclined as a mariner? Like I always said, if you want to know what to do, do a consultation. There is nothing else you can do on your own than to find out what you should do. And if you find out what you should do, then you do. There's nothing else. If you don't find out, how do you know what to do? As a mariner, as a seaman, yeah, if you want to know what to do, find out, and they will give you guidelines. Always. Okay, thank you. And then we have go up. Adele said, does voodoo have so many rules and regulations? Please, when you want to get into voodoo, you go and ask the people. They will tell you. Everything in life has regulation. Even to go and bath in your bathroom, you have to fetch the water. And if you are not using the water, you need to open the tap. If you are looking for cold water, you open cold water. If you are looking for hot water, you open the hot water. Everything in life has regulation. So whatever you want to do, you must find out. There's nothing in this world that doesn't have regulation. Even to blow a balloon, if you don't blow it, no air will go into it. Or you have to use oxygen and let air go into it. So it all have a regulation, and you cannot pump it above certain level. And if you pump it above certain level, it will blow up. So everything in life has a regulation. It's not voodoo matter. And then Adele is going on. No, it's Island King again. You see, a walking talisman you can carry with you. A walking voodoo is not a walking talisman. Talisman is a walking voodoo that you can easily move with you from one place. Like I was saying, this is also a voodoo. There is a talisman. So it's something that you can move from one place to another. That is called talisman. But it doesn't stop its power from being powerful enough to do what you got it on. So a talisman too is a voodoo. It's not a walking talisman, but a walking voodoo. A voodoo that you can move from one place to the other place. And then Adele went on to say, how would you know or identify a good or bad voodoo? Until you know, until you deal with the person, you can never know whether it's a bad person or a good person. Just like generally in life, you need to study people. If you are even doing business, how will you know that this person is a good partner to do business with you or not a good partner? Until you start dealing with the person and you watch the person's demeanor and the way of life, then that can tell you if this person is good for you to learn from or this person is good for you to deal with. It is a general thing in life. It is not only limited to voodoo practices. In life in general, before you want to deal with somebody, you must know the person, you must study the person, you must find some background information about the person. And if you cannot do all that, you must deal with the person somehow to be able to know if this person is a good teacher or a good person to teach you. In everything in life, it's not limited to voodoo only. And I think Island King is still saying, hey, Baba, you on TikTok now. I think that one came before. Yeah. Okay, then Peter Pan, Peter Span is saying, is there any voodoo that talks when you ask questions, like real talk? No voodoo can talk because spirits don't talk human language. So there is no way a voodoo can talk to you. If you go to any place and people start telling you that the voodoo is talking in human language, no, they are deceiving you. They cannot, no voodoo can talk. It's a lie. Wherever you go and people tell you that voodoo is speaking a human voice or talking a human voice, it's a lie. It is either ventriloquism or somebody hiding somewhere and talking to make you think that voodoo is talking. I have been around for a long time. There's no voodoo that can talk. Voodoo can talk to you through your okpele or pele or the gumaga or through your cowries. Voodoo can talk through your mirrors. Voodoo can talk to you through a crystal ball and other things. But voodoo talking to you like I am speaking to you is a lie. It never happened before. It's only people who are charlatans, who are charlatans and thieves and this people trying to take advantage of people who do those things and deceive you that the voodoo is talking as a human being. So I have never met a voodoo that can talk. In my 40 plus years on this path, I've never seen a spirit that can talk in human form. Those that I had come across were all charlatans and thieves who were trying to take advantage of innocent people who were looking for truth. So there's nothing like that. So when you go to any place and they say your father, your grandmother is talking, it's a lie. But for the novice, it is true because they heard it. That's fine with me. I don't have problem. But from my own personal experience, there isn't anything like that. Okay. Then Peter Span said, do Ghana serve Ogun like God of Iron? Yes, we have a God of Iron in Ewe Voodoo, but we don't call it Ogun. We call it Egu. Egu. We don't call it Ogun, but we call it Egu or Gu, not Ogun. And in every voodoo, we have Gu, iron, god of iron. We do have. And then we have push a ton. Is there any home remedies for spiritual cleansing? I had already told you that you must go back into my teachings, because I had taught what we discussed there about using salt and using charcoal base. So please go back into these things. Thank you. And then we have King 75 say you can help someone to prophesy if you want to prophesy at his church. No, that's not my work. If you can prophesy, if you have God that is worth talking, if you have a real God in the church, why do you have to come to voodoo people before you go and prophesy at your church? Are you crazy? If you are worshiping a real God, why can't that real God make prophecy for you? Why should you come to voodoo and learn how to prophesy before going to church? Are you serious? You are the people who are deceiving people. Instead of telling the truth, you come to voodoo and get prophecy, then you go and prophesy in church. Are you serious? If the God you are worshiping in the church can give you prophecy, he should give you, not voodoo should give you prophecy. Is it not hypocrisy and lie? Please, when you come to my program, put yourself in a very good position before you come and ask certain questions. Why should I, the voodoo, teach you before you go and prophesy in the church? If the God in the church is talking, why he didn't talk to you and prophesy through you? Let's move up. Peter Span himself at Peter Span 99 with a question mark. And then Timmy Nyambe there say, is voodoo the same as talisman? I explained that talismans are also voodoo, but they are a form of voodoo that is easy to carry about. Okay, take for instance this. See how my own become dark is the sea water. See how it become dark. I think it's the sea. What about yours? So see, okay, no problem. Timmy, you see, this thing is a talisman in the form of a bracelet or a bangle. It's a talisman in the form of a bracelet. Okay, but the real voodoo of this Tawi Jopata is a voodoo that is in its shrine and it's not a movable voodoo that I'm taking from one place to another. But then I wear this bracelet, it represents that voodoo, and it is having a connection directly. As long as a person is initiated into it, it has a direct connection with that energy. Because you see, like a mobile telephone, when you put a SIM card inside the mobile telephone, whatever network you are using will transmit through that particular mobile telephone. But your mobile telephone is not the network. The SIM in it is the network. So it is the one that is transmitting through. So it is when you are initiated into a voodoo, you are connected to that voodoo as if a SIM card of that voodoo had been planted in you. And then wherever you are, you can easily connect. Okay? So that is what a talisman is. And then we have Ado. Do you think everyone should have a voodoo? I don't know. Let's move forward. And then we have Daniel Kojo Tete. Please, do you people fast? No, we don't fast because our people do not believe in fasting. If you want to fast, you can choose to fast, but we don't do fasting because it is not fasting that gives you power. Fasting, what it does for you is that it deprives the body of its needs, and the body becomes weak, and then the spirit in the body try to become stronger. That's what fasting does. But if you have a technique that you can make your spirit stronger without fasting, why go to fasting? We eat every time. We don't do fasting. But that doesn't stop us from being powerful enough. We are powerful enough. Without even saying any fasting, our words alone can change nature. And then Daniel Kojo Tete said, my second question is, please, do you believe in the Bible? No, Bible is a story of people who came and colonized us. Why should you have King James Version, have the Catholic Bible, and you think that these books are God's words? Please, we don't. We don't believe in any Bible. It's a lie book. It's only people who are not aware and are not awakened are the ones who hold that thing. People are practicing. The person who is even making the Bible also goes to toilet. So why do you think that the Bible is word of God? The book of God is nature. When we sit here, we see that the sea goes and come. The sea goes and come. That is the work of nature. The coconut tree grows up and it doesn't turn. If it turns its head upside down, it is not going to grow up. So that is the book of God. Nature is the book of God. And then you learn from nature, and that's what Voodoo is. Nature is our book. We are not believing in any Bible. We don't need to believe in anything, as I said earlier. Our tradition is not based on belief or faith. And then what do we have there? We have Ras 1. He said, Togbe, what is the difference between Okomfo and Togbe other than tribe are affiliated Ewe Aka Medasi? The Eves called their people who are elderly people. People who are elderly people, Togbe. And also people who are involved into traditional spirituality and as a respect, even if you are a young person, they will call you Togbe. And then if you are again initiated into certain voodoos and you are having authority or having working with them, you can also be called Togbe. And I think it is the same thing that in the Akan, they call somebody Okomfo. Who is Okomfo? Okomfo is a person in charge of Akom. Akom means voodoo or a deity. And then the person who is in charge of Akom become Okomfo, or Akom is called Okomfo. So the word Togbe is synonymous to the Okomfo, or Bokor is synonymous to Okomfo, or whatever other name that Odifo or Centurini or whatever they call them in Akan. So a person who is in charge of the ancestors or doing some traditional thing, person in every culture is called Togbe. And then I believe that in Akan it is either Okomfo or Nana at the same. Thank you very much, Ras One. Thank you. Let's move that one up. And then GH Boy 78 said, wow, you are blessed to even show us a type of your voodoo. Papa, more wisdom to you. Thank you very much, GH Boy 78. I'm very grateful. Hey, my Catro's brother. And then we have a Diceria. I say Agboto, Agobo. It's Agobo. And that's how we call it, is it not? I say, nice. Yes, of course, that's how we call it in our language. But when you want to translate it to Indian language, you will look for the name. If you want to translate it into Greek, you will look for the name. If you want to translate it to English, you will look for the name. But in our language, we know it. It's automatic. I don't need to think, and I know what it means. Yeah, thank you very much. Then we have come up, let's see. Somebody send us flower. Okay. Let me see. Okay, Krishna Papa, where would you come from? I am saying the name, Krishna. Listen very well. I say the name is an Ave and a foreign word for spirit. So where does spirit come from? Spirit comes from everywhere. But in my language, that's how it is called. So you cannot ask where does it come from. The Ave people of West Africa call their spirits voodoo, or even to the point that they call their gods voodoo. When the black man was transported through slavery into the Americas and to the Caribbeans, and people from our tribe were part of them. They continued practicing their spirituality over there, and then the name voodoo became popular. So the people, the people in the Caribbeans were black people from Africa. So if they are mentioning that name, then you should know that the name voodoo is coming from a tribe in Africa. It is not coming from Haiti to Africa. It is coming from Africa, because it was not the Haitians that were brought from Haiti to Africa. It was the Africans that were sent into slavery in Haiti. So you should understand that it is the word came from Africa, and precisely West Africa, among the Ewe and the four people. So that is what it is. Let's go up. And then Omara, I said, this is true. And then Omara at Alien, no, please. Island King is saying, nature is the full essence of God's right before your eyes. Thank you. Thank you, Island King 718. Then Alien said that Jesus exists, please. I don't know. Those who have written Jesus down, to them it exists. Those who it does not do anything for, it doesn't exist. Do you know that one of the ships that had transported some of our ancestors to the America was called Jesus? Do you think that if you say Jesus is God and is in heaven, so what about all the atrocities that the white man has committed against the black man? Was Jesus watching them? If he was watching them, what did he do about them? Think. Let's move. Let's move. What did Jesus do about the atrocities that was committed against the black man by the white man? So ask yourself whether Jesus exists for the black man or not. Maybe for the white people it exists because they benefited from the name. And of course, for the black people who are continue using the name to cheat other people, it is real to them. Then we have everything you know about God is because another human told you. Yes, of course, everything we know about God, if it's not my mother or my father who told me, but I started growing up, I start experiencing God. So nobody is telling me again. I experience, then I know. That's why I kept saying that our system is not based on faith or belief, whether you call it God or not, because the word God is coming from a German word, Goddam. It's a German deity called Goddam. That's where the word God came from. Our people call it Mau. We don't call it God. It's a white man who came to tell us that, oh, their own is called God. And Goddam is a German deity. Go back into Google, go back into dictionaries and find it. The word God is coming from Goddam, which is a German word for a deity. So please, I'm grown enough to know what is God or what is not God. And then we have Mike say, you're saying the truth because me, I stopped believing since in that Bible. and then Krishna is at the Island King 718 say thank you, bro. Thank you all for the program. And then we are having Hajia Fiduasi say, I believe in nature. Yes, we all believe in nature. Voodoo is the living in harmony with nature. The practice of living in harmony with nature is called voodoo. That's all that spirit is. And God expresses itself in nature. And it is the nature, if you can respect nature and look at nature, you can respect God and you can respect yourself. That thing called Bible book is all full of controversial stories and thieves. Let's go on. And then we have an ex-Christian here saying it's true. Oh, yes, it must be true. I know that is user 231340 says I was ex-Christian. Yeah, okay. And then Adele said, this is my first time hearing some of these things. Most of us are just living blindly. Thank you very much, Adele. Yes, we all started from somewhere. Everybody started from somewhere. Even if you will be a professor in the university tomorrow, you should go to a kindergarten school. I mean, one day you will become a professor. So we all started from somewhere. Nobody knows it all. And then we have Matt Napoleon. Matapelong said, thank you, sir, for saying it. Thank you. And then Omara said, true. And the pushed on said, which part of Accra? We are on the Spin Test Road in Accra. You can find our details on Google and all the other map, Google map and everything. We have everything there. Then we have Island King at Island King 7118 at Krishna, and a person who passed away is an ancestor. Very true. A person who passed away is an ancestor. That's what we call ancestors. And then our voodoos or tron or deities are what people call angels. Let's go. Hey, Tony say yes, he's in Accra. Thank you. And then Krishna Papa, is voodoo a person who passed away? No. A person who passed away is called an ancestor. A voodoo is a nature spirit that can be kind of harness. You harness it energy and have a place that you can connect with it. It is voodoo is an energy in the universe. But if you harness it, just like internet, long time ago nobody knew anything about internet. But that doesn't mean internet didn't exist. But as time went by, people were able to harness it and be able to put certain gadgets and be able to trap that energy, and it start working for us. So it is with voodoo. If you are able to trap and harness the energy in universe, you can use it. Take, for instance, if you have a big river, it's passing beside your farm. But then if you need water from that river, what do? You create an irrigated channel or canal for the water to come into your farm. That doesn't mean the main river is no more flowing, but at least you can create a channel and let that one come and nourish your plant. So that's what voodoo is. It's a universal energy, and if you are able to harness it, you will be able to use it. And then we have Uche, good night or good what? God knows. Goodness. Okay, Uche Goodness, see you for the first time, my brother. You are an honest man. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Uche. I'm very thankful for that comment. I'm very grateful to you. And then we have a push on to say, please, are you in Ghana? Yes, we are in Ghana, in Accra, on the Spin Test Road, please. And then a push 8 ton. He said, is precursor and sea salt good for bathing? If yes, what are the benefits, please? I don't know how to use precursor and sea salt. Please, wherever you find that information, go back there and ask them to teach you how to use it. I don't use precursor and I don't use sea salt, so I don't know anything to teach about it. So you can, wherever you found that information, please go back to that same site and ask the question. They should be able to tell you, because I don't know anything about precursor and I don't know anything about sea salt, please. And then we have Gnosis. Say voodoo can eat human blood. Yes, maybe voodoo can eat human blood, just like how other people also are eating human blood in Christianity and in other religion. Yes, voodoo can eat human blood. Christianity also can eat human blood. Don't you Christians every day say you are drinking the blood of Jesus? If Jesus was a human being, you are drinking the blood. Are you not eating human blood? Please be serious when you come on my program. When Christians are saying they are drinking the blood of Jesus, are you not drinking human blood? Be serious. Stop trying to marginalize something because it's African. Voodoo can eat human blood. Have you seen voodoo eating human blood before? But Christians, are they not every day drinking the blood of Jesus? And then we have by the king said, do you help with crystal ball? We do consultation, whichever means we can use to consult and then give you your answer or your quest. To answer your quest is what we do. So it's not a question of helping with crystal ball or not. If you want to learn how to do a crystal ball or not, you must be initiated into certain things that give your eyes to get open. So please, let's go on. And then Adele, you say you are really blessed. We have so much to learn, and I'm from Wa, and this is my first time hearing this. Thank you very much, Adele. I'm very grateful to you for joining the section. And then Island Kings, as great answer, Baba. The only way you know is by dealing with the person directly. Yes, of course. If you don't deal with person, how will you know the person's character? How will you know whether the person is a good person? or he's not a good person. Thank you very much, Island King. And then we have my help. I get more understanding on spirituality after your explanation. Thank you, Baba. Thank you to my help. I'm very grateful to that. Then by the king, say, do you recommend anyone here in the States? Not yet. I don't recommend anyone yet. But if you want to do readings in the States, you can get to Shamba Musa Muhammad. He's my student, and he can do a reading for you. He knows how to do a reading. Shamba Musa Muhammad is on Facebook, is on YouTube, Clubhouse. You can find him. Is Shamba here today? Maybe he's in a gig. He has a gig today somewhere. I think Tiffany is she trying to ask a question?
Papa, I'm here.
Okay, Shamba, thank you. So, yeah, so if you are in the States and you want to do a reading, please, you can consult Shamba Musa Mohammed. He's my direct student. I have taught him a lot, and I can trust that whatever he will do will be exactly what we do at African Magic Temple. So, please, he is a branch of us in the U.S. Thank you. And then we have Island King. Wow, 6 months on TikTok. I need to catch up with you and the family. Thank you very much, Island King 718. And then Push A Tony say precursor and sea salt good for buffing. If yes, what or no? I don't know. I said I don't know much about precursor and sea salt. People may know, but I don't. And if anybody who knows, it will be wise that you go on to the site where you saw this first, and then you can ask questions there. People will tell you. Then we have by the king say, nice to find a listing to you. I am a daughter of Baron, high vibration, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. And then Adam, he said, can you consult even when you are a Christian? It's up to you. Don't you go to your pastors to see things for you and tell you what to do? So it's your life. Because you are a Christian, you're not going anywhere. You and I are here. You're not going anywhere. If you think that if you do consultation so you will not go to heaven, you're deceiving yourself. There's no any heaven anywhere. There's no heaven anywhere. If there's a heaven, you think white man will come to Africa and be taking our gold and our national resources? Let me hear something proper. And then we have big sister Oluchi sending us a rose flower and also ice cream. Is it ice cream? Thank you, big sister Oluchi. And then you think that there is a heaven and a white man is coming to Africa and taking our natural resources? Be serious, oh. Somebody say, cane sugar, please put his contact, please type the contact there for those who wanted to get. And then we have a Leon P. The Catholic religion is pagan worship too. Thank you very much. But then it's a Christianity. Whether it's pagan religion, because they were the ones who brought Christianity into the world. So whatever it is, people, no Christian can say we did not come out of Catholicism. Unless you don't know the history of Christianity. Whether it's pagan or it's not pagan, they are the ones who taught you about Christ. And then we have Adele is laughing. And then Babalawo 63 this is a good topic for we Africans. Thank you, bro. Keep it up. Thank you to Babalawo 63. I'm very grateful to you. Thank you very much. And then we have Island King 718. Baba, do you use the 91-day cycle for initiation? No. It depends on what you are being initiated into. Some initiation only take about an hour, even less than an hour. Some initiations will take a week. Some initiations take 3 days. It depends on what you are getting initiated into. A lot of time people think that when they say initiation, it is just one single thing. No. It depends into what you are being initiated. That's why it would depend on how long. But we don't have any 91-day cycle for initiation. The maximum you may get for initiation will be about 17 days. And that's why quite a long time, and you would have learned a lot within that 17 days. And then we have a Kofi P, GHGQA, big man. I'm not big man, me, I'm just a small boy here. And then we have Machiavelli, say at Bada 1, LOL. And then we get a Island King saying at Bada, I meant to say they move there. This is, let me see. They attack us now, brother. Please move it. Let me read. And we have a Harold Bello say, so far everything I have heard you say is all truth. Thank you, Harold. I'm very grateful that you are enjoying our teachings. Like I said from the beginning, we are trying to demystify the notion and the thought that African traditional spirituality is evil. It was only evil to the people who were treating us bad, and our people use what they can use to in self-defense and protect them from being treated evil or treated bad, and then it became evil to those who were doing evil to us. When you shoot somebody who wants to kill you in self-defense, when you go to court, you will be left free to go. Because the person wanted to kill you and you defended yourself. So why should you be held liable for defending yourself? So in the sense of the white man, the European who came with Christianity to disarm us of what we had as our spirituality. After our people gave them land to build their churches and everything, they now turn against what gave them food and call it evil. And that's it, because they came like Ayevu, a cunning dog, as if they came for us, as if they came to do something to us. Even today, go to IMF and going to get money. They are just going to give you rules that will make your country poor. They're going to give you rules and regulations after they give you money so that your country people will be suffering. That's always been like that. It has always been like that. But our people, our leaders don't really care. I would say so. As long as they are benefiting, it's fine. So for us, we are demystifying the notion and the idea that our tradition is evil. It is not at all. Our tradition is not evil. And then in that Lalito farm, they say at Bada, they are in business. The business can only work when they speak evil about Africa. Of course. You think that a chicken will go to the land of hawks and be a winner in a court case? Think about it. Think about it. Never. And the Island King at Badawan, they are losing control, brother. That's why they act as traditionalists now. Thank you very much, Island King. You see how the churches are beginning to act, the songs that they used to play in the traditional spiritual homes, they banned them during when Catholicism, Anglican, Presby, Methodist, and all AME Zion churches were practicing spirituality in our continent. They banned any music that our people play at our gatherings. But today, with these charismatic churches and everything, they play exactly this voodoo musics in their churches and people are dancing to it. Some people just go to church because they want to dance and they cannot dance anymore as traditional because they became born-again Christians. They go to church to dance and the same music is being played and they dance to it. And sometimes people get possessed. So please don't be fooled. And then Island King 718 at Nosi, I have a consultation with Papa and you can find out where your voodoo comes from, my sister. Okay, thank you. And then we have a user 718420. It's a good. And then, but why does the Christians attack traditional religions? They are competing. I mean, we are their opposite, I would say. So why shouldn't they, if your sister wants to come to a voodoo, and if people go to voodoo, would they go to church again? If they are going to church again, then they are hypocrites. Who said the person who is even saying that voodoo is evil has never tried voodoo before, or is not still using voodoo? Please, I don't want to say anything. I've been in this spiritual work from south to east and west to south to east to west and north to south, and I had been part of this for a long time, so I know what I am saying. If they attack you, they are just turning people away from you, because if they don't attack you, how will people go to them? And then Island Kid said, "Aye, Papa, you killing it with this Jesus thing. You talking pure fire." And then Adel at Nosi, you book a consultation, and through the consultation they can tell what to get. Yes, thank you. And then Island King 718 at Krishna. Voodoo comes from Africa to the Caribbean, brother. It is Eve and 4 people who brought it to us. Thank you, Island King. And then Nosi will say, how to get a voodoo? Are you interested in getting a voodoo? First, what you do is get a consultation and find out about yourself, whether you are qualified or you are ready to do a voodoo or do anything. I will advise a simple consultation to find out about your own life first. And then from there you can take it up. And then Timi Nyambe is saying, thank you, Papa, for your explanation over voodoo and talisman. I'm very grateful to you, Timi. And then Island King say at Alien, if you believe he exists, he exists, little brother. Your belief is your belief. Yes, of course. Everybody's belief is belief. We don't have belief in our system. We have knowledge and wisdom, and we are using practicality, experimentation, and experience to talk. If I say this Akanyi, which is my voodoo here, is not a real, is not a voodoo, then I don't know what I am carrying. But Akanyi has done so many wonderful things in my life, physically and spiritually. At one time when my daughter is now about, Tara is about 30 something years, 31, 30, 35 years, yes. When my daughter was 6 years old, I was in the in Philippines, in the island called Coco Beach. We went on a holiday. I took my family on a holiday to Coco Beach. We spent 1 week there. The day we were leaving was her birthday, and we had a boat accident in the mid-sea, and it was this energy that I called, and it came out of the water and carried the boat until the waters were still, and we have a video coverage of this event. What happened is that during the time that the action was happening, we never had the courage to video because everybody was trying to save their life. But immediately the sea was still and the boat started going normally, we made a video. I have a video even as I'm talking now of that event so many, about 31 years ago. So I know what is voodoo. I'm not believing in them. I know what they can do and what they cannot do, unless you don't have the real one. Okay, let's move up. Let's move up. Who is there? Somebody here is saying, how will I know if I have a voodoo calling? There's nothing called voodoo calling. There is nothing like that. So you will not know. There is nothing called voodoo calling. And then we have Badawan. But some voodoo people go to church. That is their business. They go to church. What are they looking for in the church? Maybe they are doing business. If you have something that is true, why do you go to church? Right? Why do you go to church? Church, nobody goes to church in Africa for any God. People are going to beg God to give them something. If you don't know, I'll tell you. So people who have voodoo are going to church. It's their own problem. Then it's not voodoo. They are not working with voodoo. They may have voodoo, but they are not working with voodoo. And maybe the voodoo belongs to their parents and they are just sitting by it. But you cannot have a voodoo and be going to church. To do what in the church? What are you looking for in the church? If people are saying that they want to come to voodoo and get power and go and prophesy in the church, you don't see that it's business they want to do. Let's move forward. But that one is but some, no, that's the one I just read. And then cane sugar is a lot of eyes are opening. Yes, I hope so. I hope so that a lot of eyes are opening. And then we have Emily. You in Ghana? Yes, we are in Ghana, in Accra. Today we are transmitting from Big Millis in Botiano, Kokrobite Beach. That's where we are today. But our shrine is in Accra on the Spinters Road in Bachonia. And the Island King 718, it is these pastors come to us at night to do obia for them at night. Their parishioners don't even know. You are very right. I know how many pastors are traveling from different parts of Africa and coming to me, sometimes staying with me for about 15 days to be well beef, properly cooked before they go back to their churches. They are in business. If you want to be their customer, that's your problem. I cannot stop you. But if you are looking for knowledge and wisdom, think twice and think wisely. But if you want to be the customer of the Jesus Christ and his crusade and the people who are championing Jesus Christ, have you seen Jesus Christ before? Yeah, if you want to be a customer, you can be a customer. It's your problem. It's not mine. And then Duni at Daniel Kudemo. What is brekete? Brekete is a drumming that the voodoo people play for brekete voodoo or for their voodoos. And some people are playing brekete in the church now. And people are dancing to brekete music at the church, and they will tell you this is a adeyeye. Anyway, and then Daniel Kudemo say, can someone be initiated? Can somebody be initiated to both alafia and brekete? Why not? Those people who have alafia and have brekete, they will initiate you. You have to ask them. I don't have brekete. I don't have alafia. So you can ask those who have it. Ask them who you want them to initiate you. Those that you wanted them to initiate you are the people you ask such questions. I'm not the one going to initiate you because I don't have alafia and I don't have brekete. So there's nothing I can talk about it. And then we have by the king said, do you do initiation here in the States? I don't do initiations in the States because I live in Africa. People that I had initiated so far all came from the US or from any part of the world and come and take initiation. Initiation is not something done online, and it is not something they can put in an envelope and post to you. You must be physically present because initiation is a practical thing. It cannot be done in a distance. You need to be practically involved into it. However, there will be certain simple initiations like protection initiations. My son Senna is coming to the States from 1st of June. He'll be in the US. He can initiate people who wanted to be initiated into protective talismans and amulets. Yes. And also can do reading for you. He and Shamba will be there to assist you. And then Duni at Alien stop. And then Alien said, does Jesus exist, please? I don't know. Let's go on. I'm not his father. I'm not his mother. So I don't know. Then Light, he said, I'm sorry. What did you say about the sea? I got in when you were just finishing. Thank you. No, I was saying that people were talking about sea salt and what again? Say sea salt and I say I don't know anything about the sea salt. However, I was saying that since I came here yesterday, the sea breeze, the sound of the sea, and all this thing is making me get energy. I am beginning to be alive again. So that's what I'm saying, that people who are tired and stressed in the city, you can take a 1 day one night holiday, come to Big Millie's at Kokrobite Beach, Botiano, and you can have just walk around the beach or just stand somewhere and watch the sea go and come. It will give you some refreshment. That's what I was saying. So light, I'm sorry, that's what I was saying. And then we have a Gbada one. I love your explanation. Thank you very much, Gbada. Thank you. We are only telling what it is. We say it as it is. We don't hide it. Yeah, we say it as it is, and we are not afraid of anybody, because the truth hurts, but the truth is always the truth. So we have a Island King again, talking pure facts. Please move it. Who is there? Is there anybody there? Because you just stop here. I'm not seeing. No. Okay, it's Island King 71. Is talking pure facts today, Papa? Thank you. And then Karine and Antoine is everyone from any race can practice voodoo, even white race? Yes, as I said earlier, Karine, that voodoo is a universal energy. Spirits exist everywhere in the world. And in Arabic, spirit is called genie. In English, it is called spirit. And in my language, every language, it's called voodoo. So anybody can practice voodoo anywhere, because whatever everybody is practicing called spirituality, it is called voodoo. But that's how we will call it in our language. You may call it in a different language depending on the language you speak and the cultural background you are coming from. But that doesn't stop you from saying that it is a voodoo if our people are going to call that spiritual practice. They will say it's a spirit. Okay. So we have Stephen saying nice teaching, and the Island Kid, they go for the blood of Jesus. Of course, every day they say they are drinking the blood of Jesus. Is it not blood? Stephen say, can I get wealth after the initiation? No, if you want to get wealth, go to bank. I kept telling you that spirituality is not for getting wealth. Spirituality is to straighten your path on this planet that you are, in this life that you are in, to know how to live with nature so that you can be happy. If you learn how to live with nature, and nature guarantees you wealth, then that is it. But you are not coming into spirituality because you want to get wealth. Please, those are scamming. Those are scammers. Do you go to church because you want to get wealth? Anyway, Africans go to church because they want to be rich. Anyway, so maybe that in our teachings, we teach you about life. And if it is in your destiny to be rich, so may it be. If it is not, even if they give you Bank of Ghana and give the key to you, you will chop all the money and become poor man before you die. And then Hajia Fidua says, I've learned so many things about nature today. Thank you very much, Hajia. I'm very happy you learned some. And the king say that yeah, when they be here in States, how do I get in touch with you so and the other gentleman? Please, Senna, if he is listening, will you go on to African Magic Temple on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, and all the other distance, and you can make a request. And when Senna is in US, he can get in touch with you. If you send us an email or whatever, he'll read it. If you send us just ordinary message, they will type the information for you so you can get it when he comes into the US. He's arriving in he's getting there on the 1st of June or 2nd of June, he will be there. We are only a few days away from. Today is 28, so about 3 days' time, he should be in the US, please. And the other gentleman, Shamba Musa, you can get in touch with him on Facebook. You can also get in touch him on a Clubhouse. He will give you his contact. So please go on to Clubhouse, Revolution Voodoo Education, and then the virtual Voodoo Shrine, question and answer with Christopher Voncujovi, and Shamba will connect you with his number, and you can meet them. They are all there in the States. Thank you very much. Then we have Hajia Fiduasi. I'm closer to Bachunya. Where exactly? Because I would like to meet you. Hajia, we are directly opposite Freddy's Corner. Or we are sharing wall with the Hangout Pub and Restaurant. We are sharing wall with the Hangout Pub and Restaurant. Just 1 block away from where is that, a towel shop? What is it called? Una Agency. Una Agency. We are just around. We are on the main road, so it's not that you cannot but miss us. Freddy's Corner is directly opposite us, and we share a wall with the Hangout. You can type that one for Ajia on her listen. Then Stephen, he said, thank you for teaching. And James Benson, he said, Tagwe Von Wezo, Tagwe Wezo for James, Akpe, Wezo Bobore, Akpena Mauna Ira Bobore. But when I put my property, that you put the Viopity, Mendogo now, Akpe Bobore. Then we have Karin Antoine, say, thank you for the explanation. I'm satisfied. Thank you, Karen. I'm very grateful for all of you. Then we have Hajia Fiduasi. Nature is indeed beautiful, and with your teaching, you are spiritually endowed. Thank you. Thank you. I'm still learning from all of you. So nobody is endowed. We are all learning from one another. Thank you very much. And then Island King 718 at Bada. Alpha is Ghana version of Nigeria Ifa Spirit System 256 Odu System of Life. Yes, you are very right, Island King 718. You are very right. And then we have Otabil Dia. Say good evening, Daddy. Hello, Lydia. How are you? Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for you joining. And then Ochiman say, can I join? There's nothing to join. You have joined already. Once you are listening to us, that is how we join. It's not a group that people will join or become a member. Everybody who is listening to us is a member already. You ask your question. There's nothing else to join. And then Bada was saying, please, what is FA? FA is a divination system where you are taught how to know tomorrow from today. Yes, and then Island King 716 at Bada. Yes, they go to church, brother. That's how they cover themselves. Yes, you know, hypocrisy. Then Daniel Kudemo is saying, please, what is the difference between alafia and brekete? I told you I don't have alafia and I don't have brekete. So ask those people who have alafia and those who have brekete. I don't have brekete. I don't have a brekete shrine and I don't have alafia shrine. So please find people who has alafia and brekete. They will explain to you. I don't know anything about brekete and alafia. I don't play brekete at my shrine unless people who have those informations or those voodoos and come to me to support me, then, but I don't. Alien is kept saying that Jesus exists. Go and ask his father and mother. Go and ask his father and mother whether Jesus exists. I don't know. I'm not his father. I'm not his brother. It's not my family. So how do you ask me whether he exists? If it exists for you, it exists. If it doesn't, that is your problem. It's not my problem. If Jesus exists or he doesn't exist, it's your problem. I'm not here to contest Christianity or anything. I'm talking about facts of life. It's up to you. If it exists for you, fine. If it doesn't exist for you, fine. I'm not here to contest anybody. I'm teaching what I know. And then by the king's advice, the king Gypsy, do you do initiation here in the States? No, we don't do initiation in the States as such. But I was just saying my son is coming, and for very simple initiations, he can do for those who are interested in protection initiations. But otherwise, major initiations are done physically, and my son alone cannot do that. If you want to be initiated, you have to come up here. Please, can you block that stupid asshole who is saying whether Jesus is it? Block that stupid man. He doesn't have a brain. He's a goat. He's a goat. Don't let him ever come on my program. He's a goat. If Jesus exists or don't exist, it's your problem. Is it my problem? You see me in church? Okay, so we go on. Please arrange it well so that we are almost closing. So please. Yeah. Then Machiavelli said, "Bless up, Papa. Thank you." And Cane Sugar is clapping for us. And Oluchi also okay shared the live. And we have Kerry Doctor say hello, bro. Hello, Kerry Doctor. And someone also put a trust, follow the host. And Island King 718 is Adunia. YouTube has the temple number. Baba has a reason why he would not give out number on TikTok. Thank you. Then we have Miles Monte say, I'm in Israel and even the Jews don't believe his existence as the Messiah. So that stupid asshole should stop asking me. I'm not his brother. I'm not his father. Ask the people who gave birth to him whether he exists or he doesn't exist. I'm sorry. I hate deceit. And then we have Salvage Black. Hi, hello, Salvage. Say good evening. Good evening. Then James Benson say you are really enlightening us on spirituality of man. Oh, thank you very much, Efo. I'm very grateful. Thank you. Then Agbebibi say at Hajia, okay, you give the we are opposite Freddy's corner. Great. And then Dunia at Ice King 718 Island Kings say on YouTube. Yes, we are on YouTube. Then Dr. K, Papa, so can we just walk in any day? No, you cannot walk in any day. That's why I say we have our numbers. You have to book an appointment if you want to see us. If you want to see us, you need to book an appointment. We are not a shrine that is just open and you walk in. No, we are not in the village. We are in the city. So please, if you want to do a consultation, our number is in our profile, or you can Google us and find all the information. Our numbers are all there. Then you can now book an appointment and then you will come. So thank you. And then we have a Island King 716 Adunia. Please go to the website as Baba just said to do the contact his son. Yes, very good. And for Benson, my big brother there, James Benson, say what is the difference between Yeve and Voodoo? They are actually the same thing. But the Yeve is a cult where people belong to, and inside the Yeve we have the Voodoos. So the Eves, by naturally, the Yeve is the Eves way of working with the spirit world, and you need to become a member before they share secrets with you. And the secrets they will share with you is Voodoo. So Voodoo is spirit, and the Yeve is the one that the Eves have. And the equivalent of the Yeve is what the Yorubas have called Ifa. That's why the Eves call Afa, Anagope, Yeve. So it is just all the same. It's a spirit work. The Yeve is also the original cult of the Eves spirituality. That's what Yeve is. It's the same thing. Voodoo. Voodoo is the individual thing. Thank you for James. And then we have Dunia at Island King 718 say okay. And then Mike Michelle in Zambia say Zambia. Okay, yes. And then we have Dunia. What state is he coming into? I think you should ask him. He is going to be Shamba. Hello, Shamba. Hello, Shamba.
Yes, Papa.
Which state is Senna coming to? Which are the states?
He's coming to Baltimore.
Baltimore, okay. And he'll be in Washington too.
He's going to. When I talked to him, he told me he's going to Baltimore and then he'll go to New York.
Okay, so Dunia, as the information, is going to Baltimore and then to New York. He'll be in those states. But when you contact him on our website, he should be able to tell you exactly where he will be, because I don't know his schedule. Thank you. And then we have at Mabel, say good evening, Papa. Good evening, good evening. And then Mike Mitchell is a good evening, sir, from Zambia. Hello, Mike. How are you? Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Then we have Dunia. You can give us his number, Papa. I don't know what number he's going to use in the States because he lives in Japan. My sons and my wife, they live in Japan. So he's moving from Japan, Tokyo, to the States for about 10 days, and then he'll be back in Japan. So I don't know what number he's going to use in the States, so I cannot give you any number. However, if you contact him on our website, he will have a link with you on your email, and you'll be able to communicate with him. So thank you. Then we have the By the King. Say thank you so much. You are very much welcome, By the King. And then Ochami says, hello, I want to have a private chat with you concerning politics. Oh, I don't do politics. I'm very sorry. I'm teaching Voodoo. I'm teaching African traditional spirituality, and I'm not doing anything politics at all. I'm not interested in politics, please. It's not my place to. I'm not a politician. How can I be talking about politics? This thing is finishing. No, I'm not a politician, and I'm not interested in politics. No, the screen is going to go off. So, is it Ochiami or Ochiman? Ochiman, I don't talk politics. I'm not a politician. I don't know how to do politics. So I'm teaching only about our tradition. That's what I do. That's what I know, and that's what I teach. I'm not into politics, so please. I'm sure there are some spiritual people who are into politics. You should look for them. They are there. They're me, I'm not. And then big sister Oluchi say, Papa, don't let them provoke you too, please, with peace and love. Oh no, I'm in high spirit today. No one is going to provoke me. If you make nonsense, I'll cut you off. Okay, on YouTube you have a Voodoo is like Oshe Meji that create abundance through prayers. Ofo Ashe, power of the word in prayers. Voodoo, the spirit of the power of what you are saying that leads to Ofu Meji, where it manifests. Okay, Michael James, thank you. I'm not very familiar with that, but Fumeji, as you are saying, you see the Yoruba call it Ofu Meji. We will call it in Eve Afa Fu Meji. We don't come with the O at the end. That's what I'm trying to tell people, that the Eve people learn Ifa or Afa from the Yorubas. That is the proof. So thank you very much for that. Very Oshe Meji this is Che Meji. We will say Che Meji. You will call it Oshe. We will say Che. Thank you. And then we have Sadiq Mabel Jan. Say greetings, Papa. Hello, Sadiq. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. And then we have Jessica James. Say good information. Thank you, Jessica. And now we have our sister Jenna Renee Henderson. It's been a long time, Jenna. How have you been? Say it's not safe for transsexual women to go to Ghana for initiation. LGBTQ. Jenna, I don't think it is true. I don't think it's true that it is not safe for LGBTQ people to come to Ghana. The problem is that your sexuality, keep it as a private thing. Even these people who are heterosexual, do they go on the street showing off their penis or their pussy around to show that they are heterosexual? No. So if you keep your sexuality to yourself, You will not disturb anybody and nobody will disturb you. So the understanding that it is not safe for LGBTQ people to come to Ghana, it's not true. When you come to Ghana, be yourself. Don't go showing off and making people to know that you are an LGBTQ. Somebody may not be happy. But your sexuality, nobody can stop you from what you want to be. But don't go using it to step on other people. Just because we heterosexuals and hurt other people are not using their sexuality to disturb anybody. So just let people respect themselves and know that it is not every society who celebrates LGBTQ. But that doesn't mean that it is not safe for you to come to Ghana. It's a just poor initiation. People are under attack. Just pour libations and continue with life. It is too dangerous to travel there or anywhere Africa if you are someone who live abroad. Moreover, if you are living in Africa as a gay or transsexual. You see, let me clarify that I stayed outside of Ghana for over 30 years before coming back to Ghana, and I am doing this thing. I don't go telling people what my sexuality is. So why should the LGBTQ people want to show to us what their sexuality is? Who cares? Be in your lane and let us be in our lane. It's as simple as that. So it is not like it is dangerous and people are attacking people. That is not true. There is no LGBTQ in Ghana that had been attacked that I am aware of. If our government is passing laws that we will not legalize LGBTQ in our country, it is right. Everybody has their sexuality. Keep it to yourself and we will all live in peace. But if you go flouting it and showing off that people should see that you are a heterosexual, that is when you create problem for yourself. So it is not true that Ghana is dangerous or Africa is dangerous for this thing. We are not white people. We are black people. We have our culture and we have our cultural values. That doesn't mean that people in Africa are not gays. There are people who are gays in Africa and nobody is fighting them because they are not going around telling people that I'm a gay. Now, when you want to let other people to disturb other people with your transsexual or sexuality, that is where somebody may not like you. Because we have our culture and we have the right to not to legalize homosexuality. Because why if a white man say that the black man should not marry more than 2 wives, it's against their culture, why should they legalize homosexuality? Let's be very straightforward with the truth of life. There are so many people who are gays and even they are voodoo practitioners, but they don't go around telling people that I'm a gay. So please, it is not true that when you come to Africa it's dangerous. Please, let's move on. And then we have Koku we have Jessica, okay, Koku Agbeko say no nonsense, so please respect yourself. Then we go, Jessica James is saying, I have no plan, visit soon. I love the information. Thank you, Jessica James. Oh, I've read that already. And then we have Omar Kwesi. Thank you very much for this enlightenment. Oh, I think we read this all already. So we are done today. Let's close today's section. Okay, we have Island King. Sweet Tea. Island King said Tudinia Ashe, and Sweet King is a TV Ashe. And then Island King 71 is a Baltimore and New York. And then Otuga said, please, I need your help. Please, if you need my help, don't tell me you want money. Because our shrine doesn't have money. We are working and getting money ourselves. That's why we go to work. People who deceive you that they can give you money, if they can give you money, why they don't give it to themselves? So please, if that is what you need, don't come to our shrine. But if you want to be wise and know more about your own life, we are here to teach you. And then Pablo for real is a great one, talk me. Thank you too. And then Oluchi Osuoke in Paris, he said, Papa, you are here to relax yourself and teach us with peace and love. Thank you very much, big sister. And Eliko is a trust you are doing well. Yes, I am getting better. And then Island King 718, he said, you're all provoking Baba today. You're all going to get that fire tongue. Thank you, Island King is laughing. Thank you, thank you. I think we are over the bar already, almost 1824. We are above the bar, so we're going to close today's section, and then we'll be with you again next Sunday, directly from the shrine on Sunday. Today we were at yes, go ahead.
Mr. Bokor, this is Zeal.
Yes, Zeal, how are you?
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm fine, thank you. It's
Great.
been a pleasure to listen today.
Yes,
And
thank you.
I just wanted to respond if the person is still around.
Yes.
Asked a question about LGBTQ. I put a comment on the chat, and I just said that I saw a few LGBTQ people in Accra when I visited there. And I didn't say in 2019, but it was 2019 at the Chaliwote Art Festival event. And so there were many eclectic, artsy, and non-binary gendered people there, and that person should look into if there's any communities and groups and organizations in Accra who can best support and guide their tourist experience there.
Thank you very much, Zeal. Yes, I've seen what you have written here. He said, I saw a few LGBT people in Accra when I visited. I went to Chaliwote Art Festival. There were many eclectic artists and non-binary gender people there. Then they may have communities in Accra who can best support and guide LGBT tourists. Yes, of course. You see, as we are saying, don't have that general thing that our government is saying that they cannot legalize LGBTQ, so that means Ghana is dangerous. No. Well, people don't. If you see, like marijuana is legalized in the U.S., part of the states in the U.S., and people smoke. Even now in Thailand, marijuana is legalized, but in our country, marijuana is not legalized. That doesn't mean people don't smoke marijuana. Okay. So don't just put a one line, a ruler to say that Ghana is not safe for LGBTQ. It is not like that. So, Jenna, think about it again. Thank you, Zeal. I'm very grateful.
Have a good day.
Yeah, same to you. Thank you. Okay, I think we are done. So, I am going to pour libation and pray, and then we're going to close today's section. And thank you all on TikTok, on YouTube, on Clubhouse, on Facebook, and everywhere that you had been and watching us. It's already after 6:27, going to 6:30. We still need to drive back to our shrine. So we are very grateful that you joined today's section, and I'm happy, and I wish that whatever I have taught today will make some change in your lives. I'm very grateful to all of you. Togbo no vumona agbobe mo no vuna alamasebe mo no vuna emi ameyele no afia chere nyaba lamanese nemi gafia nu gbesi agbero akai akpena mi gbogbo re nyawele do menya wona. Yo, thank you all for today, and I'll see you again next Sunday. I'm very grateful to all of you for joining the section. May the ancestors and the God of your fathers continue to bless you and guide you through the coming week. We are grateful.
Have a good week.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. Let's take something go off now.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.